Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, this is pretty much the last stream before New Year. And if it's not too premature, happy New Year everybody. Man, what a holiday season it's been. It's been an absolute crazy holiday season and a lot of things happened right at the end. As a matter of fact, something happened today. Well, it's actually 2 days ago, which kind of for Master Universe Revelations fans or Revolutions fans, is kind of interesting. There's a lot of debate going on as to what has actually not been announced. That's kind of funny, right? That it actually has not been announced. But there's so many different things that are happening right now in the toy space. So many different things which uh, are going all over the place. I mean, Hasbro's doing crazy things with their IPs. Hasbro's doing crazy things with their employees. Hasbro doing some crazy things in general. But you know what? That doesn't mean that it's not all roses and sunshine. I mean, Mattel on the other hand is also riding high on the success of Barbie, but at the same time, they're not in the best of shape either. There's a lot of things going on in the toy industry, and surprisingly, a lot of independent companies are actually benefiting from a lot of things that are happening right now. And again, this year has been full of ups, downs, lefts, rights, just up in the air kind of situations, and it really has been one thing after another, which has just been absolutely bonkers. But one of the crazy things about that is that toy collectors, we as a community, have benefited so much. The other thing that's been happening, of course, is that yeah, the economy hasn't been the greatest. I mean, I'm in Canada and it's hitting us hard, and I can only imagine what it's like in the United States. Everybody's having a hard time, and during this holiday season of giving and sharing and caring, and remembering and reflecting on what we've had to go through the past year. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget that there are a lot of people who are less fortunate than us. A hell of a lot of people who are less fortunate than us. Around the world, things are happening which we cannot control, and a lot of those people who, the grass is greener. The grass is greener, and my heart and my thoughts go out to everybody who's in those situations right now. If you guys have any relatives or anybody out there who could use some warm thoughts and some good vibes, send them your way. Keep thinking about those people. Keep praying for those people. You know what I mean? Because it's not the world is tipsy top. The world is topsy turvy right now. It's absolutely on its head, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. And this space, what I do here is to try and give some levity and just remember the good times, and that's what it's all about. But we can't forget, okay, that's very important, especially during this holiday season. We can't forget that there are people out there who are in need, and if you do have the means, there are places which you can go to contribute. And with all the recent scandals that are happening in the YouTube space, it's hard. It's hard to trust, anybody right now. It really is. It's a terrible thing. Every single day I get an email saying, "Oh, you know what? There's been some fraudulent activity on your account." And everybody's just got to be, as vigilant as possible. You got to pay attention. You got to see the telltale signs of scams these days, because people are always trying to take your money. Check for spelling mistakes. Check for everything that you can tell is an early indicator of a scam. I'm not a spring chicken. You know what I mean? I am not a young man anymore, but I still have a keen eye as to whether or not something's a scam. And unfortunately, there are people, and they're getting smarter. With AI technology and all these things, scams are getting really, really smart. I have to admit, there was a couple of times I literally had to, phone a friend. I had to phone a friend and say, "Hey, is this a scam?" And we both kind of like put our sleuthing hats together and said, "Yeah, that's a scam." But it was kind of clever. It was kind of clever. They're doing it on the phones. They're doing it on your emails. Doing it everywhere. And it's a terrible thing to happen to people during this time of year, especially when we all are kind of like strapped for cash right now. It's really, really crazy. And not to get too far into it, but the channel's going to be changing a little bit. As you guys know, I've been struggling uh, with my job. I mean, like, there's my clients haven't been coming back, and I have to refocus my efforts on that. And Again, not to touch too much on it, but I am my main job is of course graphic design, video editing, motion graphics, and it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for anyone who does freelance or has owns their own business. Um, and I'm going to put this out there because it's an opportunity. Everything's an opportunity. But if anybody out there needs any graphic design services or any video editing services or planning or event planning or anything like that, you can always hit me up. It's I've been I'm an industry professional for well over 40 years. That's maybe not 40 years, but it's a combined in terms of like my overall you know uh, experience level. Yeah, it's getting up to 40 years right now, and it's not easy. And my heart goes out to everybody who's had similar difficulties, in trying to find a job. I mean, I think about all those Hasbro employees, 1,100 jobs lost, just like that. You know what I mean? Just like that. And on top of the 800 jobs already, gone, including Corey Cantalupe, who was on the chopping block. And you can tell a lot of those Hasbro employees are nervous. I mean, like just um, the Marvel crew, they were pretty somber during their last live stream. Same thing with the GI Joe crew. I think that even the Star Wars crew, nobody's safe. You know what I mean? It's a weird time that we live in right now. And as I said it a couple times, I think that Hasbro could have done better. I think that the top earners there on the executive staff, they could have maybe not taken their bonuses this year. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how business works, but I feel like they could have taken a bit of the top off on all of their bonuses and their maybe even contributed or refused part of their salary for the first year for 2024, and maybe save some of those jobs. But that's not how business works here in North America. And I get it. It's all about the process of making money. But seriously, maybe giving people another half a year, a whole year to figure things out. And you read some of the articles, and they say we have job placements and help for all of our employees to give them a leg up. That does very little to lift their spirits during the holiday season. So it was a crazy time, and it continues to be a crazy time, for 2023. But in some ways, thankfully, it's coming to an end. But in other ways, it's been a great 2023. You know what I mean? There were so many action figures being released. There were so many different toys, so many HasLabs, so many different crowdsourced projects that really did open our eyes. We had the Cat's Lair, we had the Ghost, right? We had the two in a box, right, for Ghostbusters. Just crazy HasLabs that are going out. Giant Man, all these crazy projects that really did come to fruition and have actually made it into the history books. And of course, there were some ones that didn't make it, like the Cobra Mothership. It did not make it, right? A lot of things to go over, a lot of things to contemplate, and of course, here at the Mega J Retro channel, we have a lot to celebrate as well. Hitting a major milestone of 15,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. You guys are absolutely amazing. An incredible milestone, and I really do have to thank each and every one of you guys for liking, commenting, subscribe to the channel. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And of course, you guys also helped us to reach 7,000 subscribers on the MGR Collector channel. And because of that, I did want to remind everybody that the contest is still going on. So if you haven't, liked that video and commented with the hashtag, I just wanted to remind you guys about the overall, giveaway itself. So take a look, guys. Just giving us a heads up on this, so that everybody knows what to expect. Let's have a quick look at this while I have everybody's attention. That is a lot of toys, everybody. Holy crap. Let's take a look at some of the figures that are going to be available for this giveaway. We have Ram Man Deluxe from the Master Universe Origins figures. We have Hordak, Ahsoka Tano, and Grogu. Black Series, 501st Legion's Clone Trooper, Game of Thrones Mega Constructs, Battle Beyond the Wall, Wonder Woman Farland designed version. We have Rhinox, this is from the Kingdom War for Cybertron, Aang, Omega Sentinel, Weapon X, Shadowcat from the Age of Apocalypse series. We've got these crazy Figma figures. We have Reaper, and we have Widowmaker, Antok Merrick from the Black series, Imperial Stormtrooper, the Return of the Jedi Skiff, prototype version of Boba Fett's armor. This is amazing. We've got the Book of Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, Clone Wars, ARC Trooper Echo, retro style packaging, George Lucas, Stormtrooper armor, a chance to win Battlecat as well. Then as promised, if we reach 16,000 subscribers, I will unlock all of these guys. We have Zodak here, we've got Lady Slither, the Horde Trooper, Roboto, and Triclops. Amazing. And then guys, if we happen to reach 16,500 subscribers, we're going to add these figures into the giveaway as well. Camo Khan, Grizzlor, and of course, Wondar. That's right guys. If we reach 17,000 subscribers by the time the giveaway happens, the Emperor's Throne Room from the Vintage Collection will also unlock, as well as Mafex Psylocke. And you know what? Just for good measure, if we happen to reach a crazy number, and I do mean a crazy number, of 18,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a choice of Serpentor or Mindbender. And if something crazy happens and we actually reach 20,000 subscribers, guys, I will go ahead and give away all three of these guys to one lucky subscriber. Serpentor, Dr. Mindbender, and Master of Disguise Zartan. That's right, everybody. This is crazy. And this is my way of paying it forward to all you guys who have helped me to reach this major milestone. Thank you so much for all the support over the years. You guys are amazing. Gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot the special one-time giveaway of the Ramen Toy Machina Gullwing Special Edition. This is a translucent, one-of-a-kind Gullwing, which will be released only once for the Mega J Retro channel, and this one is transparent. It's very, very cool, and we'll be discussing those during additional live streams. But guys, this will be the one and only chance to get this, so don't forget, you have a chance to get the Machina Gullwing from Ramen Toy during the Mega J Retro 2024 giveaway. There are a couple of rules, guys, and we are going to go through them right now. Number one, you do have to be subscribed to the Mega J Retro channel or the MJR Collector channel. That will give you your ballot to enter. And number two, you do have to like the video and, of course, leave a comment in the description. Remember, guys, you have to like this particular video, 15,000 sub giveaway. Just head down, add a comment with hashtag MJR Collector Giveaway 2024. Let's go. And this will give you one ballot to enter into the giveaway on January 20th, 2024. That's right, guys. That is the hashtag. That is the only way you could be eligible to get in on all of the available giveaways. That's a huge, huge detail, guys. Don't forget to do that. And finally, number three, share this video with as many people as possible, giving them the chance to be able to get in on this incredible video. Guys, this is in celebration of reaching 15,000 subscribers here on the Mega J Retro channel and 7,000 subscribers on the MGR Collector channel. The draw for the giveaway will be held on January 20th, 2024 by the Wheel of Elimination. This will be held during my live stream at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Full rules and details will be in the description below, and a list of all the prizes that are available. I'm going to have the full set of rules of how to enter this giveaway in the description below. But first and foremost, you have to head over to mftoys.ca Instagram page and give them a like and a follow, because that's where you're going to find out about all of the latest releases that MF Toys gets early. Because, guys, we are the first ones in Canada to get this, and that doesn't mean that the United States is left out. You guys in the United States can order too. You know, there's a little bit extra shipping, but heck, if you want to be one of the first ones to get this as soon as it drops, Mike has an entire shipment ready to go on January 1st. So guys, definitely bookmark mftoys.ca, make your account, and become a premium member, a VIP member right away, so that you will not miss out on getting one of these day one drop. So Mike, let's definitely get this giveaway. We will be giving away all 4 of these turtles. This is going to be freaking great. Wave 1 is going to be done. They're giving you guys a chance to win one full set of this wave. So it's going to be Leonardo, Man-at-Arms, Mutated He-Man, and of course Donatello. This is a great set to have, and literally right when they drop. So they're going to be doing a draw pretty much the same time I'm doing it. It's going to be happening on the same day, January 20th, for my channel. So I'm going to be giving away all those prizes as I did in this video, which I'm going to link up here. You can see all the rules for that video. But for this particular contest, what we want to do is we want to help out MF Toys Canada, mftoys.ca. So we'd like to get as many people liking and following them on their Instagram account. So definitely head over to MF Toys Canada on Instagram. I'll have the link in the description below where you guys can follow them. Give them a like and follow, and like the picture where they have all of those turtles, the actual Turtles of Grayskull, being displayed. Make sure to like and put a hashtag MFToys Motu TMNT giveaway 2024. Definitely put that in the picture, which I'll flash it right here. You can see the one that you need to put this hashtag on. Give them a like on that particular picture as well. Help spread the message about this, and you will be entered with one ballot for the particular contest for MF Toys Canada.
Mike's going to try and be there, but I don't think he doesn't do the 1 a.m. too much. But definitely, we're going to be giving these away, and one lucky winner will be able to walk away with these. It's a separate draw from my giveaway, but this is in thanks to this community who's been so great.
I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing. Guys, thank you again for helping us to reach 15,000 subscribers here on the Mega J Retro channel. We are getting closer to 16,000 subscribers, and once we do, I will be unlocking a whole bunch of Motu characters for the giveaway. And of course, if we happen to reach 16,500 subscribers before the actual giveaway, we'll be unlocking even more characters. And if by some miracle we get to something like 17,000 or even 18,000 subscribers, even more prizes will be unlocked. Once again, guys, you do have to like this particular video here. 15,000 sub giveaway. Head over there, put in the hashtag that I mentioned before. I think it's hashtag MGR Collector Giveaway. Let's go. You have to put that in the description. Of course, you do have to be subscribed to the Mega J Retro channel and like this video. We did an amazing giveaway last night. Speaking of giveaways, with Mr. Home Arcade and the Mad Hatter. It was a great video. If you guys haven't gone and see that, please do check it out. For anybody who did win the some of the prizes in that giveaway, I got a couple of messages today saying, "Hey Jay, how do I get my prize? This and that." That's actually going to be in communication with Mr. Home Arcade. He has reached out to pretty much everybody. There were 2 people who did not follow the rules. Naughty, naughty, naughty. But he's going to go ahead and try and work it out with you guys. You know who you are, because you should have actually liked and commented on the video, not on the live stream. So yeah, some of you lawyers, man, you didn't get the message right away. So anyway, guys, thank you again for all the love and support. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are the best. It has been quite the year this year, and a lot of independent toy companies have been making some huge waves. And O-rings, man. O-rings have actually come back. Can you freaking believe it, guys? Yeah, that's right. Who would have thought that G.I. Joe O-rings, which is something that Hasbro just doesn't seem to be able to understand their market for O-rings. They really have not been able to capitalize on the O-ring market, and it did not work for them. It really didn't. And you know what? Other companies have come in and tried to pick up the slack on that. We have RoboSkull, who's doing their own thing. Super 7 has now announced that they're going to be doing O-rings, of course, with the permission of Hasbro. And it's going to be interesting to see what type of O-rings they end up coming up with, because they're going to be based on the cartoon versions, the Sunbow animations, instead of the traditional O-rings for the characters that came out back in the day. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that works. And of course, Hasbro is still somewhat doing O-rings with a crossover idea with Transformers, and it's a bit of hit and miss. I mean, some people are really loving it. Some people are kind of like, what the hell's going on? I don't want to have to buy a $70 Transformer just to get $20 worth of action figures. It's really an interesting kind of juxtaposition that they're putting in this sort of crossover. And some people are loving it. Some people are kind of like, Just give me some damn O-rings, man. This is really crazy. Another company, again, speaking of companies that that are making waves, guys. Today, well, it was actually 2 days. It was actually almost a week ago now. A couple of days ago, really. I received in the mail something which I'm very, very excited for. And you know what? I think it's about time we unbox this and see what the hype is all about, because this is something which I've been involved with. Truthfully, all things being equal, I have been involved with this with this particular action figure line. I worked on the website, and helped a little bit here and there with some animations and things like that. But and of course the comic book. Really excited about that. But I can't wait to actually tear into this, because this is getting really, really exciting, guys. Delta-17, War in the Shadows, Wave 1. Oh my God. This is crazy, guys. And you know what? How appropriate right at the beginning of the new year. And of course, just a few days away from New Year's Eve, 2024 New Year's Eve. Why don't we go ahead and open this up and see what 2024 has in store for people, and O-ring collectors and toys in general, because I got to tell you, the independent market, the indie scene, is really starting to rocket right now. Some of the top tens in Mad Hatter, and as well as other collectors, have been Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, right? Like so many people have been just raving about those. The third party companies out there, or independent companies, if you will, like Crocker and those anthropomorphic characters. A lot of people are excited about all those figures, which fit in with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as other lines. A lot of people are excited. But let's take a look at these brand new O-ring figures from 5x5 Toys. Huge shout out, by the way, to 5x5 Toys. Thank you guys for providing this. Steve and everybody, you guys know who you are. This is so much fun. All right, let's open this up, guys, and see exactly what we're dealing with for the new line of O-ring figures from 5x5 Toys, the Delta-17 action figures. All right, so that's the first one. And we're going to come in here. And wait for the second one. And this is like a play-by-play right now. By the way, cut away from yourselves, guys. Don't do something stupid like me and cut towards myself. All right, so here we go, everybody. Oh, is that a box in a box? Woo! Look at that, everybody. Holy crap. That is freaking awesome. Oh my God. That's a lot of action figures, everybody. All right, I'm going to have to put this down, because it's not going to... well, you know what? Nah, well, I won't put it down. I'll just put it over here. All right, here we go, everybody. The first one out of the box. These are packed so well, by the way. Huge shout out to Steve who packed these, because these are amazing. Okay, I'm going to start with this one here. They got tissue paper in between each of the figures to keep them from scratching each other. If you're a inbox collector, of course, mint on card, that's a really big thing. All right, the first one out of the box is, again, tissue paper. The heck? Come on. Oh wow, this one's a really good one. Holy crap! This one is Preacher. We have Preacher, guys. War in the Shadows, Delta-17. Look at that. Amazing figure. Sorry about the glare, but there he is. There's Preacher. I love the paint apps. I love the details. Look at those camel pants for the fatigues. Man, these are great. He also comes with a stand, as well as a sniper rifle and a fully automatic gun. Again, I'm not the I don't know much about my guns, but these look amazing. He's got a backpack. Just amazing. And of course, a stand for his sniper rifle. I love the molding on the figure itself as well, with the full metal jacket there, or the pouches, sorry. Just amazing. This is awesome. That's right, guys. We have Preacher. And again, the backing cards. Look at this full color artwork. That's just crazy. I love this. Shadow Dragons, Jaguar, the whole crew there for Delta-17. We got the Preacher, we got Rooster, we got Kestrel, Delta Squad A and B. And for you guys who want to pause that on the replay, there is Preacher's bio. Now, this bio was written by our good friend Ken over at Toy Connections. Great stuff. And if you guys want an early peek at these, you can definitely check out the review on Toy Connections, which was posted a few days ago, and as well as another full review. These reviews are coming fast and furious on these guys over at Toy Connections, guys. I will have my own review on this coming very soon. And of course, I didn't drop it. I just kind of like fumbled around with it. So beautiful. The next figure in the line. Oh, okay. This is gonna get this is gonna get kind of serious here. The next figure in the line is again wrapped in beautiful tissue paper. Oh my gosh, to keep it safe. One more time here. Fumbling around again. Oh wow, this is great. This is the Thunder Battalion, guys. Check it out. The Thunder Battalion enemy infantry. Oh man, this is crazy. There they are. Look at the helmet, the extra backpack. Look at the face, the paint on the face. I love that deco. That's just gorgeous. Okay, I am going to have to put this down because that's the reason why I'm having such a hard time. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. That's so much easier. All right, I'm going to push the microphone this way. That way we can get a better hold of this. But look at that. Yeah, he's absolutely stunning. There we go. I love the paint details on the character. We've got all those camo fatigues and everything. He's also got that fully automatic rifle on the side there. And he's got that stand on the side as well. Beautiful stuff. His backpack is fully laid out. And he's even got a, I think that's another face shield at the top here. It's amazing. Gotta love it. I also love the artwork, of course, with the backing card. Delta-17 War in the Shadows. So great. There are a lot of faction symbols as well. And of course, looking at the so much glare. Hold on. There they go. Delta17toys.com. That is the actual shadows, the Shadow Dragon. These guys are amazing. Thunder Battalion, Retrograd, Spetsnaz Troopers. Of course, you guys can actually pause that if you want. Everything's kind of like doing its thing. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Got some features down there. There's the barcode if you guys are interested. Amazing stuff. All right. Let's move on to the next figure. This is awesome. And we do have, again, wonderful packing with all the tissue paper. Really keeping these figures mint on card. This is another one of the Retrograd. There she is. It is Death Sparrow. Holy crap. Again, I love the illustrations. And of course, the paint deco on these figures is just amazing. Look at her. She's incredible. There are a lot of people making jokes that, she's... They fall in love with this figure, with this particular character. And you know what? You really can, right? She looks amazing. I do love the overall. Look at those boots. Those are just wicked. Just incredible. And of course, we do have it looks like an AK-47. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. Got that wonderful backpack as well. Just amazing. And of course, her overall illustration is just incredible. You guys, when you see the actual comic book, when it finally comes out, you guys are going to be blown away. Everybody on the team is working so hard to get these things done. It is going a little bit slower than we expected for the book, but that's because, you know what, the artwork is just so well done. The colorists and everybody on the team is working so hard. And of course, it just doesn't want to, never wants to cooperate these things. Come on. That's a face. There we go. Incredible. Retrograd's preferred payment is gold. My preferred payment is gold too, but I'll take debit as well. No problem. I will definitely take debit 100%. All right, let's check out the next figure in this series. Again, love the fact that they're always well protected with tissue paper. All right, guys, this is the Okami, the actual army builder of the set. These guys are crazy. They're like androids, and they're an amazing figure set. Look at all this. This pack is ridiculous. It comes with a couple of katana blades. It comes with a backpack, that fully automatic rifle, and of course the figure themselves. And look at that. They look freaking amazing. Just like killer androids. Just an amazing figure all around. You can see the kunai, which is on his chest. I love the details here. And love those throwing stars on the legs, as well as I think you can swap out those are like hands, I think. It's amazing. Again, just your own private ninja army. It's so great. And again, once again, the Okami bio on the back. Okami means wolves. And the toy features, man, that's a lot of features. Yep, those are swappable hands for the actual swords themselves, which is awesome. There's the barcode, which I kind of screwed up showing you guys before. Amazing, the Okami. And then we have the next out of the box. Oh, here he is, the leader himself, Shadow Dragon, everybody. Wow. Enemy leader, Shadow Dragon. This guy looks badass, I swear to God. Look at him. I love those. I love the illustrations. Really admire all the work that's been put into these. Bravo to Steve and everybody who put their hearts and souls into this. Check out that fully automatic weapon. It looks kind of like a blaster. I'm not sure if it is, or if it's like some sort of futuristic weapon. He has 2 katana blades, very big long swords, kind of like Nodonachis. And of course, there he is. He looks absolutely stunning. Now, he is not an android as far as I know, but he looks amazing. I love that symbolism on his chest. He's even got a small dagger. He has, sort of samurai type of inspirations on his legs, right, for the plating. He's also got some gauntlets on the sides there. He looks absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Age unknown, name unknown, birthplace unknown, supreme leader of the dark shadows. That's just crazy. Impressive. Absolutely, totally impressive. I think we're coming to the end of the actual enemy factions here. Let me see if we got one more figure for enemy factions. Yes, we do. And this one's kind of like, in my opinion, I could be wrong about this. We're going to find out when the story comes out. But I think this is the Storm Shadow of the group, kind of, or possibly even the Snake Eyes of the group. It depends on how you read into it. This is Jaguar. Jaguar. How do you say it? Jaguar or Jaguar? Depends on what part of the country you're from. But yeah, this is the enemy assassin from the Dark Shadows. This is crazy. Love the illustration again. Love that the triple eye feature from the periscope or his binoculars. That's crazy. Probably has an HUD in there as well. And there he is. He comes with a crazy pack out. He's got a backpack. He's got a fully automatic weapon. He's got a sniper rifle. And of course, we have Jaguar himself. Holy crap. He really is reminiscent of a Snake Eyes type of character, but just even more sinister. You know what I mean? I don't know if he speaks much yet. We haven't seen too much of him in the book. But yeah, he looks absolutely stunning. Love his fatigues. Everything about him looks just incredible. He does come with 2 tonfan, but they're bladed tonfan, which is kind of like nightsticks. But these ones are actually blades. And of course, he's got his personal stand there. And there he is, Jaguar. Jaguar. He's the Jag. Man, you can focus. There we go. Age unknown, real name unknown, rank unknown, birthplace unknown. Man, everybody's just a mystery here for the Dark Shadows. Absolutely crazy. So that was the first set. Now we're going to dig even deeper, and maybe we'll find some good guys in here. What do you guys think? This is going to be crazy. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness, this is it's like digging for buried treasure here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna slowly lift up here. Come on. Oh wow. No bent cards. By the way, I didn't even mention this. There are no bent cards at all. Like the way this has been packed has been absolutely insane. Like seriously, these cards as well are thick. Like listen to that. Like that is a thick ass card. Look how thick this card is. Like that is a thick card. So I take my ugly mug out of the whole equation. Look how thick that card is. That is a thick card, man. That's a thick ass boy. Seriously. This is the Delta Squad, Delta-17 infantry troopers. Freak, these guys are amazing. I love the hair. I love the symbolism. You know what I mean? I love all the logos and all of the team affiliations. You know what I mean? Like these guys are awesome. Seriously. This, of course, is the next army builder. Now, this is, I believe, Delta Squad B. I think this is Delta Squad B. Yeah, this is Delta Squad B. So he has a slightly darker skin tone. And we can see all the wonderful pack out here. He comes with a backpack. He comes with a bazooka. Holy crap. Surface-to-air missiles here. He comes with, I believe that's a rebreather gas mask, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. We'll definitely have to open these up and take a look. He comes with a fully automatic rifle. There is the figure himself with the darker skin tone. And he sort of kind of reminds me of Dial Tone with the green fatigues. But he looks so amazing. Oh my gosh. Check out those boots. Check out the knife. And are those spikes? I'm not really 100% sure. I'm gonna have to bring in Steve and Ken to really give me a heads up on what the heck is for the whole pack out on this. And we'll probably open up a set right here live. We'll see what happens. All right, the next figure is okay. Not unsurprisingly, this is Delta Infantry Squad A. So pretty much exactly the same figure, except he does have a slightly lighter skin tone. The same pack out for the most part, but again, these are your army builders. So yeah, you can pretty much pick up triples, quadruples, quintuplets. You know what I mean? You got to pick up as many of these as you can because these guys will build out your army like tenfold. Same thing with the Okami. Exactly same idea. You know, you basically go by 20, 30 of these guys. I love the illustrations once again. And of course, on the back, there is the Delta Squad infantry trooper bios. Delta Squad infantry troopers are selected from Tier 1 and Tier 2 Special Operations Unit from the branches of the military. Some members are brought in from International Special Operations Units to assist Delta-17 on select missions. Absolutely insane. And of course, as it says there at the bottom, Delta Squad toys are available in either A or B versions. A is lighter skinned and B is darker toned. Absolutely crazy. Beautiful, guys. All right. Man, my couch is just covered in action figures right now. I love it. I love it. Oh, here's a fan favorite. Or he's going to at least become a fan favorite. I'm pretty sure. This is... Well, at least in Canada, this guy's going to be very, very popular, 100%. This is Leonidas, the Canadian badass. Absolutely crazy. Check this guy out. Look at this guy. Holy crap. I love the way this looks. But he comes with a puppy. Oh, my God. He comes with a little critter. Look at this guy. Come on, focus. Focus. Why does this thing want to focus? Right when I want to show the puppy off, it doesn't want to focus. Come on. Come on. This is what happens when you have professional equipment like what I got, guys. It's just crazy. He comes with this little guy. He looks amazing. I wish it would focus. Damn it. He also comes with a backpack, a little water dish for his little puppy. That's amazing. And of course, his fully automatic. I think it's is that an AK? I don't know what that is actually. M16. Sorry, it's an M16. I think. There we go. Finally focused. Look at that puppy. That is a cute little puppy, guys. Holy crap. He's even got a piece of his ear missing, I think. Look at the deco on this guy. His arms are fully tatted out, and he looks absolutely amazing. You know what? It's because my face is in the shot. That's why it doesn't want to focus properly. Yeah, he looks awesome. Look at the detail in the deco. Like that's how accurate we can get with these toys. I mean, this is a 3 3/4 inch figure, and of course, it's hang loose on his shirt. I definitely love the brighter colors compared to the darker Okami and dark shadows, as well as the retrograd. Those guys are very, very dark. And of course, you see the stand there. We can clearly see Delta-17 on the stand. Beautiful. We're gonna have to ask Steve what the puppy's name is. I don't know if he has a name. Doesn't really say here. Right there, it says Leonidas, age 36. Leonard Johnson, rank warrant officer, 21 under shepherd. Birthplace, Gimli, Manitoba. So definitely good old Canadian boy right there. Not focus, damn it. It doesn't want to focus. Squad 21C. Good luck. There we go. Doesn't say anything about his little puppy. Damn it. Gonna have to find out the secret information from Steve to get the inside dope about these characters. All right. And then, this one's going to be a really favorite figure as well. Oh, you know what? I love the colors on the Delta-17, the actual Delta-17 figures, because they're much brighter and more hopeful, in my opinion, than the retrograd and the other characters on the evil baddies there. So there we go. It's Kestrel. Holy crap. Again, I love the illustrations. The team really has done a lot of great work on this. Look at that. I think it's a grenade launcher. You gotta love it. We got a backpack with an aerial, so she also does communications. We have a big Bowie knife with a serrated edge on the back. I love the paint deco on Kestrel. Again, she's gone through several iterations from what I understand, but this face, deco looks amazing. I love the beret, and she looks awesome with her again, much more lighter fatigues. I really do love the way they look. Very reminiscent of a G.I. Joe type of figure. And you know what? You can just see all that wonderful detail there. Just beautiful. Excellent, guys. Holy crap. Kestrel. And there she is. Delta-17 Grenadier Infantry. She's 25 years old. Magdalena Laska from Prusem, Poland. She's an infantry grenadier pilot. She's the youngest member of Delta-17, but her age and experience are not to be underestimated. Absolutely. Beautiful stuff. All right, not much left in the box. I think we got 2 figures left. Oh, wow. Here we go. This is the one. A lot of people are going to be happy with this guy. We got Rooster, everybody. This guy. You know what? He kind of reminds me of a gung-ho type of character. That's probably wrong, but he's got that mohawk. He's got everything going on. He looks awesome. Seriously. All that face paint. Jeez Louise. And of course, he does have... he's kind of like a communications officer. Yep, he's a comms and recon. Amazing stuff. We can see the backpack there. We can see the fully automatic rifle. I think that's an actual that's the comm device, the actual phone portion of it. We see the 2 aerials here. Oop. We see the 2 aerials on this side. And there he is. There's look at the detail in the face if you can. I'm gonna open a couple of these up as well. But yeah, look at the detail in the face. Amazing. And of course I love the deco. Looks so great. Amazing. Beautiful stuff, guys. Again, you know what? In my opinion, the indie guys are doing it better because they have passion. They have passion and a desire to get these done. It's not just a big corporation that's looking for profits. And this is the final character in the box. I'm pretty sure that's it. Don't have anything left. Box is empty. And this, of course, is it's kind of fitting that the final character out of the box is, of course, the main commander of the whole group. Yeah, it's Shepard, guys. Shepard. Delta-17 leader. There he is. Awesome look for this guy. You know, the one who disguises his face, so he does, you know, those black ops. Look at this pack out. He's got a helmet. He's got the backpack. He's got the fully automatic sniper scope. Beautiful stuff. He's got night vision goggles. He's got the shotgun type of apparatus. And then look at Shepard himself. You gotta love that that scarf or face mask that he wears on top. You know, the actual the goggles as well. And then he's got his full metal jacket, his pouches everywhere. Pretty much, he's like Batman. He's got the fedora or the scarf, if you will. You know, those thigh pants and thigh pockets. Absolutely stunning. Holy crap, everybody. my room is full of toys right now, and I love it. This is absolutely crazy. Holy crap. Delta-17, guys. These are going to be up for pre-order, or actually order, because there are no pre-orders. Everything's if you guys were here for the last couple of streams that we did, Steve, you know, the owner of the company, and pretty much the brains behind everything, his house is just full of stock. So, guys, these are ready to go now, and these are absolutely amazing. Holy crap! I can't believe how far this has come. Age 43, James Washburn, birthplace Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, second lieutenant. As the field commander of Delta-17, Shepard doesn't flinch when the bombs start dropping and the bullets start flying. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, guys, we're definitely gonna pop a couple of these open. But holy crap! I want to give another huge shout out to 5x5 Tours for this. Steve, thank you so much for these, for letting me have a look at these. Obviously, I'm going to do a full unboxing and review of all of these figures, and we are gonna pop open at least one of them tonight to take a closer look at some of these details and packouts, because these are just amazing. But again, if you guys are interested, a couple of reviews have already made their way onto the YouTube space. One of them from our good friend, who I might as well bring him in now. He's available. Right now, our very good friend of the channel, of course, I always bug him at the nth hour to come on board. Even tonight, I was like, "You should come on board. We should talk about this. Why not?" Guys, please help me welcome on the last stream of 2023, and it's fitting that that he be here tonight. He be here tonight. Please help us welcome Ken from Toy Connections. Ken, what's going on, my friend? How are you tonight?
It was great to see your reactions in real time to get this open. I actually call my video a semi-review or a non-review because technically I have enough stake in the brand that I shouldn't. It's kind of a conflict of interest to be reviewing them. So in my description, I put your unboxing, I put highly articulated, I put toy dominations, I put punks, I put toy habits, I put a few others. I know I left out a couple names there. Needless things, a few others, right?
I am over the moon with these. Like, honestly, just everything about them. You know, like it's like my camera's not the best in terms of like this light. The lighting rig is, you know, a little bit weird here. But once I get these under the right conditions, you know, my review setup and everything like that, you will see the richness of the print. You know, and again, I'm a graphic designer. This is my life. This is what I do, and the kind of, you know, quality that's coming out of this, you guys just don't understand. I'm the type of guy. I'm like, oh my god, right? And especially when you compare this, right? Let me see if I have. Yeah, I do. When you compare this to this, listen to the difference, guys. Anybody who actually got this in the mail, good luck. Good freaking luck. I'm shocked that I was able to get a pretty decent card out of this, but this is just a joke, okay? This is a joke. Look how thin this, like, you can't even see it. There's no, and then you compare it to that. Look, even there. Look at the difference. Oh my god, just crazy.
I totally see it, Jay, but I have to leave you to draw those conclusions because I don't want to be like, oh, look at the stuff I helped work on. It looks so. I understand, but just by looking at it, the warping and everything.
Let me tell you, I could go on all day about, you know, the CMYK processing on this, the actual, you know, the actual plates that were involved to actually get this done. You know, the kind of you know, technical aspects of this whole idea, right? We could talk about the actual bubble and, you know, how wonderfully intricate that is. You know what I mean? And of course, basically just how much time it took to really get, like, for instance, we could talk about how many times the logo was revised, right? Because they just couldn't get it right. Right? They just could not get
on
it.
our first colored samples after that initial test shot, they actually did mess up. The
Yeah,
factory did mess up
exactly.
the initial artwork or the colors on the
Yeah,
logo. So it did go for some iterations.
absolutely. And
And
there's so
yeah,
much I could talk about in terms of its overall. But first and foremost, these things, they were all shipped in a singular box, and they look at them. They're pristine, nothing bent, no corners dinged at all. If you
Mhm.
are a mint on card collector, this is absolutely bonkers. Like, seriously, honestly, every single one I pulled out today, on the and I haven't really taken a really magnifying glass kind of look, but as far as like just a passing glance, there's none of these are dinged. Like, I'm shocked. I'm actually absolutely actually shocked. Now, you are going to get the bit of flash right there, but that's a relief flash. So that's basically, once you pulled off the card, that's actually just a remnant of the actual cutting tool, right? But that's so insignificant compared to just the overall detail on these things. The paint decos as well. Just look at that. Like, seriously, you can read the fonts are nice and clear. The
Mhm.
actual what's it called, the tattoo decos,
Oh, the Tampo,
and the tempo,
the
right?
factory
Yeah,
Tampo, yeah.
absolutely. And you know what? Once again, huge shout out to Sculpt Viper Tommy. Oh my god, like,
Yeah, he's been
oh
watching
my
reviews today.
god,
So, yeah.
just crazy. And you know what? In a little while, I'm gonna rip open at least one of these guys. Probably gonna be it's probably gonna be Leonidas here, because again, he's a good old Canadian boy, so might as well, out of all of them, we might as well just do that. And you know what? We're gonna pull in Steve in a little bit to ask what this little guy's name is, because it's not in the
He
book.
doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, he doesn't have a name yet. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good
That's why
to
he's
know.
Puppy. Hooded Cobra Commander, when he was opening his up, he was trying to figure out too. And he said, "Oh, it just says puppy on the back." He won't name the puppy just yet. We
Okay,
get a little
you know what?
deeper into the story before we name it.
And maybe it's also an opportunity for the fans to actually get involved as well. That's a possibility too, I guess. We'll see what happens.
S-
Um, but
Steve taking
Ken,
fan vote stuff. Steve doesn't even listen to me. Unless I say be on Mega J's stream at at 10:30 or where, then he listens. You know what I mean?
I
You know,
am absolutely
I'm the front
thrilled.
desk reception caller, even though he says, "Ken, get yourself a better title than that." I'm like, no, I'm the front desk reception caller.
I am absolutely thrilled. Justin Credible, Justin's in the house. Good to see you, brother. How you doing tonight? I'm glad you're alive, brother. Still listening while I rearrange my toys. Gives me something to listen to. Justin, you got to get on board with these Delta-17 figures, man. In terms of like GI Joe army builders, my God, these are freaking crazy. Definitely take a look. Oh, there he is, Sculpt Viper Tommy. Happy New Year's, Jay, and everybody. Happy New Year to you too, Sculpt Viper. Thank you so much for all the hard work you've done on these figures. Oh my God, these are amazing. Silver K is in the house. What's going on, Ken? Silver K is in the house. Let's see here. Just before we bring in our next guest, who I can tell is just chomping on the bit to get in here. Todd C. O-Ring Revival is fitting. It is. It is. But you know why it's so fitting? Because Hasbro has screwed it up so badly. I can't believe how, like, honestly, I don't want to put any company down. I really don't. But the whole idea where people are rabid for O-rings, and for whatever reason, when they tried to reintroduce O-rings, they just either they did it, because they were doing it, as far as I can tell, by Hasbro Pulse only releases, which is just terrible. And now to actually do the Transformers GI Joe crossover, I don't know, Ken. What are your thoughts? Because I can only think that Hasbro kind of screwed that one up on their own.
I have to be careful again, because before this line came out, I could kind of talk willy nilly about it, but right now, it's hard to sit here and say we can do it better. What's in the box?
You know what's in a
Um,
box? Come
yeah,
on.
but what I will say about Hasbro, I like the glossiness on the figures more,
Mm.
like from the old figures back in the day. When I opened up the ones with my Sky Striker, the first thing I noticed was, oh, they're missing that extra sheen that shows that kind of gives them that extra bling on the shelves, right? But what I said in my review there, because I mentioned it back then, and that was before these figures came out, and that was before Super 7 announced the O-ring stuff. But what I did say is that certain figures still fill a good character gap. You know, like if only we got ketchup and mustard, I'd be saying it even more. But you know, like Flight Suit Scarlet, you know, yeah, I was missing the handle on the crossbow. I still like the fit a certain character gap. I still like getting a Night Force ripcord, even though when I would display it next to my vintage Night Force, he's missing that sheen. You know what I mean? I liked getting the real pilot failsafe. I like getting him because, you know, we've heard of Wayne Russell all those years. So what I said in my review was that there's something I hoped for a little more because I was holding Hasbro to their previous standard. But at the same time, if it was given a chance to get those figures, at least in this, you know, in this sort of, okay, they'll look fine on a shelf quality, I still take it. But again, that's with a lot of caveats, right?
You know what?
I hope that's not overly diplomatic in answering the question. You know,
I hear you, but you know what? There's still something to be said about an honest opinion, and I know you're treading lightly here, Ken. But you know what? Sometimes you know,
it's day one of everyone else showing the line. So if I'm gonna be cagey, it's gonna be today, and then I will let loose as it goes on. And if the chat just says, Ken, just tell us what's in the back of your mind. Stop putting the filters on. Then maybe that day will come. And it's day one of all the reviews. HTC's reviews. Collector 66 put his out. Punk put his out. He's in the chat. Everyone. Toy Habits. You know, you right. So that's why I'm cagey on day one. In fact, it's not even day one; it's day zero. I mean, we're a few hours after everyone else.
Yeah, it's been quite a week. I got to tell you. You know what though? Why don't we go ahead? Because you're being cagey, and we want to sort of we do want to sort of let loose a little bit. Why don't we bring in our next guest here, who you know is instrumental in all of this? Because honestly, I do have to say I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And before I bring him in, I do have to say that I don't know of any independent toy developer, toy group that's actually gone and done something like this without some sort of Kickstarter or sort of crowdfunding type of idea. This blows my mind, and the fact that it's in my hands right now is just a testament to how hard you and the whole team have been working at this. The artwork, the communication with the manufacturers overseas, which is not easy, and the one responsible for all of that in many ways, along with Ken and a lot of the rest of the team, of course, is the man himself. Steve, what's going on? Delta-17 Toys, how's it going, brother?
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Holy crap. I am beside myself here. This is absolutely insane.
Is that a green screen behind you, Steve?
Well, it's just a white wall, but I tried the thingy, and sometimes things disappear. It's kind of goofy, right? If
you actually figured out how to use a green screen?
Not really, because look, he's kind of floating, and then I disappear. It's like,
oh, okay. I was gonna say, there's days I'm surprised you can use your cell phone. I'm like, you figured out the green screen? I can't get mine going. You gotta teach me.
Good times, man. No, it's right in there in your settings. You go to the features, and then you're like background, and then like add your own background, and it's pretty cool, except for parts that disappear.
Well, when you get too close to the screen, things start to disappear a little bit. That's how that works. You see, exactly.
Nice.
Steve, you know what? Merry Christmas to you, sir, and Happy New Year. I know you're actually on vacation, so we pulled you out of vacation for a little bit just to share in this amazing moment. Like, wow! Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you. Holy crap! I hope you're enjoying yourself, because this is a monumental moment for a lot of people, and the reviews are coming in. As far as I can tell, all of them are positive. Obviously, there are going to be a few comments from a few people who are, it's the reviewer's job to really nitpick. But at the end of the day, absolutely incredible. Congratulations, my friend. This is.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, everyone's looking for quality, right? That's number one. So if it's not there, you have to say it. I mean, there will be mistakes. There will be different issues in every toy line, and we're finding a couple of different issues. Like let's say Leonidas here, I found that his swivel arm or his swivel wrist, this one's actually stuck. So if I try to swivel that, I'm probably going to break it. So Tommy, Sculpt Viper Tommy, the dude who did most of the line, 9 out of 11. He ran it under hot water, and it just released, so it's fine. Oh, cool! I shaved my beard now. Oh, that's neat.
But that's a standard practice with collectors these days, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like once they start feeling that something is a bit too tight, they automatically go to the boil release method. So it's everyone's used to it as it is anyway. So it's
I hope so. Yeah, it's the mixture of plastics, right? The forearms are ABS and the hands are a softer PVC, and there's two parts of the ABS that sandwich together and hold that stem in there. So if it's just a little off kilter, it might pinch it. So apparently boiling it or hot water, I don't know. I haven't tried it on this one yet, but I will, and we'll see if it releases. So that seems to be our one big problem right now that's affecting about 10%.
The weapons are ABS though, right?
What's that?
The weapons are ABS though, right?
Yeah. Not all accessories are ABS, but the guns,
the antennas are
themselves.
PVC, the helmets are PVC.
Yeah. Night vision goggles, the visor on Spetsnaz, the puppy is PVC.
The visor on Spetsnaz is PVC?
Yeah. So with the puppy, people will find when they first get it, they're going to be like, man, this sucks because this dog won't get on the pack. You're like really pushing it. You only have to do that about 2 or 3 times, and then it will stretch enough, just because the PVC really shrinks compared to ABS. So it'll shrink. The ABS will hold its original size, and so you just have to jam it down on there 2 or 3 times, and then it's good to go.
No, it's good. What are you drinking there?
Pinot Noir.
Oh, Pinot Noir, nice.
Oh, it's kind of floating. Cool. It's just a label.
It's the glass is just too clear.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's do this. I am going to break open my first figure here. Let's go ahead and take. Oh, hey, that's not so. Hold on, Ken got the spotlight. Fine, we can do that. We can do that too.
Hog the spotlight enough.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna do the collector motto here, because this one is gonna be a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've gone this ham on a character, but I love the design. I don't want to ruin the card. So unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to see me cutting it, but I am cutting it. I already ruined the bubble, so I love the glue on this too. It's really secure. Like it's not flimsy at all. It's just absolutely stunning. This is pretty.
We have had a couple where the glue was a little bit light. Not everything's going to be perfect, but so far things are looking really, really good.
All right, so there we go. Bubble's been cracked. Let's go ahead and lift this guy up. And I do like the this is something again that not a lot of companies are doing, but we got the double seal on the top to actually keep everything in place.
Mm-hmm. That is the reason for the glare in photos, though, right? Unfortunately,
but, I mean, just look at that! Holy crap! Just an amazing set right there. I love the night vision goggles, fully automatic with scope. I'm gonna have to pick that up now. But the shotgun, you know what I mean? And of course, there he is. There's Shepard himself. I really love this. This is incredible. Gonna have to go fishing for that right now, guys. Give me a second. So I'm gonna bring everybody back. I'll be right back.
I'm sure in my notes somewhere, Steve, I know exactly what's ABS versus what's PVC, but as soon as you come on camera, I don't have to think anymore. So
it's trivia, man. It doesn't need to be brought to mind every day. Don't worry about it.
I'm supposed to know all this, right? I'm sure I have it in my notes somewhere, but it's like having the textbook over there and being
Yeah, no, I wouldn't worry about it. That's my job. Don't worry about that part.
Yeah.
This is absolutely amazing.
But yeah, I mean, the good thing is with all the videos that have dropped today, no one has yet said, I'm sick of this. Everyone's talking about it. They won't shut up,
I know.
And it's been a chain of videos, right? Like I was telling Lawrence in the chat, there was a bit of a miscommunication. I told everyone I was dropping my video at 4 p.m. Oh, there you go. and then they thought it was Eastern, not not Pacific. So a few people got theirs ahead of mine, but that's okay. See, look at that stand.
I love the look at the detail on that logo. Like absolutely crazy. And of course, now it doesn't want to. It only focuses in on what it wants to. There we go. Look at that.
Beauty.
Absolutely stunning. Like you can tell that's a. I think is it a Jaguar's mountain lion?
Cougar.
Oh,
It's a cougar.
there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
The animal kind.
That was close. We have the
The four-legged kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
They're
the
all
kind
fun.
that
Look at
hangs out
that.
at casinos.
That's crazy. I love the detail on these. Just beautiful. And then we have this one here. Look at that. I love the sculpting. These are all based on real weapons, is that right?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Well, there's two made-up weapons. One is for Okami. It's just, loosely based off of a common SMG. And then Shadow Dragons is a custom SMG designed by Wute Kroon in Sweden. It's called the Surikit. If you go to ArtStation, lots of people draw it up because it's really a popular invention.
Just great stuff going on here.
So it's a made-up gun that's like accepted in lore and culture.
Yeah, it's really, really popular. If you go to ArtStation, you just type in Suricate, Suricate. You'll see everyone's doing these 3D renderings of it. It's so popular. It's just, this guy just made it up for the fun of it. So I was like, hey, can I offer you some money and we'll use it on this figure? And he's like, sure.
Wow. So feel how soft the night vision goggles are so that they can slide in.
Yep, they are. Of course,
You may have to push it with your thumbnail. That's what got it for me.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I love the flexibility on these. It's not so rigid, like you said. They're pliable, right?
Yeah.
So
And a renegade biker is wondering if the weapons are solid. They are. They're the old style ABS, just like on ARA, G.I. Joe.
It's the beautiful overall sculpt. The detail is amazing. Look at that. It's amazing how much detail you can actually pack into these things.
Yeah.
When we were looking at sculpts a year and a half ago, Steve, one of the things I was worried about was whether the factory would kick it back and say, "Are you nuts putting this much detail on a figure this scale?"
Yeah. Well, they actually did have to shave off certain amounts of detail at different angles, right? But for the most part, they managed to keep pretty much, I'd say 95-98% of everything. So. MP50, no, there's no MP50s. We got Scar, we've got the KSG, we've got a bunch of ARs and AK-12.
We got a Laws rocket.
What else do we got? I'd have to look through my box. I brought all these guys with me on vacation, right? I'm not going to leave them at home.
We got a G36. I'm just reading the back of the.
Oh yeah, G36.
I'm just reading the back of the file card here. I don't actually know the names of these weapons, right?
A law.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
AKS.
You got to pull it. Oh wow.
Look at that. That is a testament.
Stretch.
That is a testament. Like even the legs. Yeah, there they are. Incredible. Oh my gosh. A lot of people are going to have a lot of nostalgia with these guys too. And of course, look at that. Again, not just Super 7 types of articulation. We're talking about the whole range here. Like even the top, it actually swivels. This is amazing. Just love it. And then the wrists themselves. Wow. Just crazy. And of course the head. Absolutely stunning. That's a lot of motion there too. Look at that. Holy crap. Congratulations, guys. This is insane. This is bringing me back to my like this is Christmas morning for me all over again. This is literally
good timing for it.
I want to crack open my his tank and just start loading these guys in. This is crazy. Holy crap! The amount of nostalgia that's just giving me waves of nostalgia right now is just ridiculous. Like honestly, look at that.
Tommy says it hits him in the nostalgia liver.
Oh yeah, right in the feels.
Right in the liver.
Look at that face sculpt. Like that is
that's
amazing.
really good. Really,
Hey, Tommy,
really good.
free yourself up. We might have some work for you, right?
Yeah, right. I wish.
Look at this. How simple that was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
the simplicity of it all.
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Love
Yeah, Tommy's too busy taking Mondo to the next level. So
Pretty
Oh
much,
God.
but-
Yeah. Yeah.
Tommy, if you want to jump on, let us know because this is something.
yeah,
This is something.
Jump on, Tommy.
Like this
come
is
on, man.
Let me know. I'll send you the link, Tommy, if you're free.
Oh, this stupid automatic light keeps turning off. I gotta go wave my hand at it.
Look at that. I love
Be
it.
right back.
Right? Just crazy. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel. I literally I feel like a 5-year-old again. I feel like I'm 5 years old again. This is out of this world, man. Holy crap! Like I'm literally just I'm not even paying attention anymore. I'm just doing my own thing right.
You're just like pew pew.
I'm about to, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm about to go
nice.
crazy right now. This is
Just
nuts.
don't put the happy nuts on them.
Ah, hey, the happiness is right there, but
I know.
I guess everybody noticed that, right? The happy nuts. That was fun.
Yeah. That'll be there for a couple of years, won't it?
Oh my gosh, I got that as a Kris Kringle, and I thought it was awesome because the first thing I got was a Bluetooth speaker, and I was like, what the hell do I need a Bluetooth speaker for? I got enough of those, and then all of a sudden somebody said, oh, I don't want these happy nuts. I'm like, God, I wish he does a Kris Kringle with me, and if all of a sudden he steals it from me, I'm like, yes, I can show this off.
Nice. Yeah.
Happy nuts.
Wow.
Comfort powder.
Nice.
That's right, guys. Like it's that was a monumental moment for me to actually get some happy nuts. That was just crazy. All right, I'm having a hard time figuring out how to do is it a clip on? How do I get this gun in here?
The backpack.
What is it? Oh, you're looking at Shepard with the backpack here.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So is it just like that, or
There's a couple different ways.
And as soon as I put it to the camera, it snags in. Perfect. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my effing gosh! Like that's crazy, dude. That is absolutely nuts. And
does that need to be, Steve? Does that need to be turned 180?
What?
That is just beautiful.
Does it need to be turned 180 degrees?
No, it could go up or down. It's just
no, not the gun, but the actual pack.
I don't know what you mean, man.
Like, do I need?
Oh, do you mean sideways?
Like, no, not like this.
You
would be
mean
90
like you mean like this?
do we need to turn it?
Like this or?
No, it's supposed to be up and down.
No. I mean, which way up and down?
Like
isn't that the way?
Oh, you'll see with the straps.
Sleeping bag is that a sleeping bag on top? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, the little pouch at the top. I can't.
Yeah,
there it is.
Where's the freaking camera? There it is. So the little pouch at the top of the pack is at the top.
Okay, that's why it wouldn't fit.
Right there.
I understand.
Show me that again, Steve. Show me again.
I'll try.
Full set.
Yeah, but turn it.
It keeps disappearing. It's going into the twilight zone.
This is like a robo play day. We're just freaking going in, just playing with our toys. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is freaking awesome. Oh my god, this is great. Sweet. Guys, thank you so much for these. These are incredible. Oh my god. Just crazy.
Yeah.
And again, guys, if you want to check out full reviews on these, definitely check out toyhabits.com for their review on their page. And of course, check out Toy Connections. They just dropped a whole bunch of different reviews as well. I think Lawrence is in the chat, isn't he?
Yeah,
he
dropped Toys did it. Yeah.
He dropped a few on a few figures.
Review.
Highly Articulated dropped a few. How to Hooded Cobra Commander dropped a bunch.
There was
our Canadian dude, their Collector 66 dropped a few, and who else? I'm gonna forget somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, Audible Interlude.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. There was a couple more. There was
Highly
8 in total.
Highly Articulated.
Christ.
Okay, Toy Kind of Mood, HCC.
Toy Habits. Toy Kind of
Papa
Mood.
Toys.
I didn't send him any.
Toy Habits,
Travis is in
yeah.
here. I can't make fun of him.
This is so great. Oh my god. This is like Christmas morning right now. It's just
Mhm.
Oh gosh, so nice.
Largo's Lair. Yes,
There we go.
Largo.
Largo, Jim Largo. I was like,
Oh, Jim Largo.
someone
Okay.
dropped a short video. I'm trying to remember. Like, yeah. Oh, Toy Domination.
Yeah, oh yeah. Duh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did the
his
Army
was
Builders
fun.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
His was really fun. Like that, seeing Dom have that much fun
Yeah.
and seeing highly articulated how stoked he was by the end. Because at the beginning, he's like, "Oh, I don't really do O-ring, but I'm really curious." And by the end, he's like, "Oh my god!" Right?
Yeah. That
right?
was good.
So,
It just tickles that nostalgia spot so well, and there's just so much to love about these figures. You know, it's just oh god, I literally am tickled pink here. This is ridiculous. Like oh my gosh, like seriously, just look at that. He's all packed up. Like that is the image of an O-ring figure. Like that's just crazy, right?
Yeah, we put a lot of pouches on that boy.
That is crazy. Look at this thigh pack with all those freaking shells. Oh my god! Like if he runs out during battle, you know there's a problem. That's just crazy. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I love the knee pads. I love everything about this guy. This guy's ridiculous. Holy crap! I can't wait until we get back on track with the comic because I really want to read more about how these guys got together and what is the the aspirations of the shadows, you know what I mean, the dark shadows and retrograde. Again, so many great things to look forward to in 2024.
Well, with the first comic, we don't get too much into origins and motivations. What we do is we throw everyone into the furnace and shake it around a bit, blow all the shit up, and basically leave everyone bleeding on the floor. And then in issue 2, we'll scrape some of them off the floor and then blow them all up again.
Oh, for Origins, we've got a lot of notes sitting on various computers.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to come for sure. We do need to slow it down and build the world.
We need to talk about what we're going to keep for for Death Sparrow's origin, because that was one. I sent you a couple of curveballs that you really liked, and we weren't really sure whether that was going to stay or not.
Well, you can go. Yeah, you can go so many directions. We'll.
Yeah. I was thinking about it last night because I was talking to Wilhelm and Largo, and we were talking backstories. I'm like, I gotta circle back and talk to Steve about that. Anyway, there you go, Jay.
Nice.
Yeah,
he's all packed up. I just lost the goggles, but that's okay. I'll go find them.
Yeah, you find them with your vacuum cleaner, dude.
I know that's exactly what's going to happen. And of course, we just take the. There we go. Look at that. There's a complete. Obviously, I don't have them on the floor, but I mean that's pretty much it there. Look at that. That is just, again, just like I'm 5 years old again. Holy crap! Just crazy. Absolutely nuts. So once again, guys, what are these retailing at right now? Like once the site goes live in January, what are we looking at for each of these figures?
25 US, aka 32 Canadian. We're gonna work on different bundles pretty soon. We got to talk to you about that, Jay, throwing that up on the website. For people who want to army build and stuff like that, we want to give them a bit of a deal instead of hoofing them right in the sweaty happy what have you there.
It came up in the Toy Domination video today where he said, he said like the only drawback was that it's going to be hard for him to army build. And I'm like, that's your only drawback? I'm like, wow, because of the price. Because he said at that price, it's going to be, he doesn't want to, how's he going to army build at that price? And then Steve and I started talking about bundles. We're like, can we do this? Is it possible? And
yeah, that was something we were talking about a while back, and then we just totally forgot, like just got busy, and it's like, oh yeah, bundles, duh.
Yeah. Well, we gotta worry about fulfillment first because I've been I don't know about you, Steve, but ever since HCC dropped his video, which was just minutes before mine, I've been flooded with questions about when's it going to drop, and I've had to answer the same question over and over and over again. Like,
yeah,
if we were living in the US, we would probably have already dropped them, or we dropped them the day you got back. While dealing with fulfillment and all that, we may need a couple of weeks on the back end here.
Yeah. I think I spent 3 hours just answering questions today. Roughly.
Oh, because you got all the emails.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was lots of activity.
I was dealing with a lot of direct messages and a lot of stuff in Toy Habits' chat. So
oh yeah.
look at that.
Just awesome. Just absolutely stunning.
Have we thought about vehicles? Oh, have we ever? Yes. Stay tuned. Buckle up. You'll be very happy. I'll just leave it at that. We're going to pursue something very ambitious is the word.
Usual Mike is in the chat. Usual Mike, if you want to join us and talk a little bit about these new figures, I mean, we'd love to hear your opinion because these look amazing.
Say the word, Mike. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, Ken, send Mike the link.
I can just drop him the link here while
And-
you're. I'll worry about that. You just
Open a portal and throw him in.
Tommy's. I will purchase a dozen of the Thunder Battalion. Tommy,
Nice.
you're too nice.
see, and different people like different army builders, right? Like Dom really likes the Delta infantry. Right? I keep calling it Delta Trooper because that was our working title, and we changed it to kind of not quite at the 11th hour. So I keep calling it Delta Trooper, but Delta Squad Infantry Trooper. And Tommy likes the Thunder Battalion. I think Toy Habits today, Michael was saying he really liked the Okami, right?
Yeah.
And clearly Adam from Highly Articulated really loved the Okami. So,
and then we have another army builder coming in, and not in time for Joe Fest, but we'll be able to reveal it there.
Okay.
That's just awesome. As you guys know, I'm a graphic designer. I love this stuff. It's just absolutely stunning. Oh my god. But you know what? It is our end of year stream. So, Steve, happy New Year to you. How are things going? Are you just relaxing right now, getting ready for 2024, and of course this huge wave of of trouble that's going to come your way, as you know, when you finally get back from your vacation there, Steve.
Okay, well here's my timeline. So we were extremely busy with Delta-17, and then we had to move across the country 2,600 kilometers, which is about 2,000 miles.
Crazy.
For our American friends who, and then so I had to drive across 3 times to deliver all of our stuff, 3 vehicles, 2 truckloads of toys, and of course a couple pieces of furniture that I allowed my wife to keep. So that was very kind of me. But yeah, and then as soon as we got to our new place, we sold our old place in BC. It's the property is really popular there. Sold 1 house, gained 3 at the new place for not even the full price of the 1 that we sold. But then 2 weeks later, all the toys come in, and that's 3 truckloads of delivering it from one town to another. And then we got to stock it in all the different rooms in the gigantic barn that I live in because I'm a beast. It's a modern barn, it's like a shop, heated floors, all that stuff. So nobody has to worry about pigs and mixed in with the Delta-17 toys and all that sort of thing. And then about a week and a half later, we end up here. Well, no, I guess more than a week and a half. Whatever. I don't know time anymore. It's all just a blur. And while I'm on this vacation, I've just been doing basically just working on the beach, which is all right. Designing Wave 2 figures and doing lots of research and answering emails and stuff like that. So when we get home, it'll be go, go, go. But I don't think the go, go, go has ever ended. The move was huge. I had to fix the house, paint the house, all of that stuff. It wasn't just like packing and cleaning. It was like painting walls, fixing holes in walls, everything. It was nuts. So our toys did arrive. We were promising everyone earlier on we'd have them available mid-November. They did show up about 2 weeks late, so it was towards the end of November. But we just, we had just moved, and then we could have opened the store for maybe a week, and then I would have gone on vacation, which would have made a lot of people upset. So we decided to just put it off for a while. A Russian alligator. Oh, I wish, dude. I love the alligator. Blue Thunder. I already have that one in toy form, I think. I have the Airwolf, and yeah, I have the Blue Thunder. It's already made.
Somebody's watching, Steve.
Yeah.
From the other hotel.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, she's in the next room there.
Somebody's watching. Good to see you, Angela. We're not doing anything bad. We're not doing anything bad. We promise. We're okay. Actually, if Lawrence wants to pop in,
Oh.
You know, somebody send in the.
I'll send Lawrence the link.
Send Lawrence the link. You know, we'll.
I promise I wasn't already private messaging him on the side, having a completely different conversation.
Jason Apia says, "Okay, was just dropping to wish everybody a good holiday. Need to bounce. Happy New Year, geeks. Be with yourself. Be good to yourselves and your peeps. You know what? It's been a great year for everybody. At the same time, it has been a difficult year, but with all the new toys and all the new exciting announcements being had, it's pretty crazy what's happening right now." War Chest Full of Toys says, "Boil and release just to try to get the hands off of Mondo Skeletor without it. LOL." Yeah, even the bigger companies, they still gotta. It's a very safe practice right now. I think everybody's basically the type of plastic. You know what? 80s was miracle plastic. You could do like the stuff we did with 80s plastic was ridiculous. It was probably toxic as hell. We probably don't even know what was actually in there, but it was
100% lead and asbestos. Yeah.
It was built of the stuff. We chewed on those things. We they went in places we weren't supposed to put them in. War Chest Full of Toys. Did they go next level with the packaging? They do. They do. And again, this has gone through a number of rounds of again, this is a labor of love too, guys, because as something as small as the logos not being correct. And by the way, if you guys ever get a hold of some of those are rare variants. Wink. If you ever find a Delta-17 with a weird looking logo, hold on to it, okay? But yeah, wonderful. Again, I'm loving these. I'm loving the whole package. The whole design is just absolutely stunning for me. Ken, we're just exchanging stories. How has your holidays been? Are you expecting anything big to happen during the new year?
I mean, I got ill for a little part of it, then I passed it on to my wife. So she was ill for a little bit. My son never got it. My sister's in town, so we'll be spending some time with her tomorrow for sure. And then otherwise, yeah, once the holidays are over, Steve and I are going to hit the podcast tour. I think we were supposed to do something with you next week, but maybe we've already done it tonight. I don't know, right?
No, we should definitely. I think we should definitely do a more scheduled thing for sure. This for me was my year end kind of thing. But you know,
hey, as long as you all aren't sick of hearing about us talk about Delta-17, we'll be here, man. So I got time. I got time next Friday. You know.
Look who's here. The Punk with Toys. What's going on, Lawrence? How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm exhausted. I should probably be asleep, but I don't do that, I guess. So
Happy New Year, brother. How are things?
I'm good. I mean, good. I mean, I'm 1 year older and rode my skateboard today, so I can't complain.
Sounds like a good day.
Does sound like a good day.
It was. Anytime I ride the skateboard and I don't fall too hard, I'm happy with myself.
Nice.
So, but you turn 48 only once in your life, so.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah,
I got a Facebook notification and I didn't reach you as soon as I got it.
Don't worry, I don't respond to anyone because I'm an adult and it's just another day. Like it's just another day, you know. Tony Romo's like, "Did you work today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm an adult." So, but I do want to say thank you to Steve who let Ken get a few of these figures, and if I had more money right around Christmas time, I would have picked up a few more. But again, I did my review, and again, there's always going to be some issues with them. Nothing that's obviously too bad. And I mentioned in the chat, it's not about QC issues. It's about whether or not the owners, the company, they go ahead and correct them going forward. And everything that I mentioned, you guys definitely, you addressed with me, just saying, okay, well, you know what, we did see that this is here, and I wish someone, Ken, would have told me that there are different size O-ring figures, because that's something I would have liked to address, because I hate when figures are all one size. It's, people aren't the same height. They're not the same build. And I know it's easier in the 6-inch figures. I mean, Classified does it like crazy. But as we know, most O-rings are just like, here it is right across.
I mean, case in point, Lawrence is one of the people in the world who's actually shorter than me. I mean, it's a rare occurrence. Normally, I'm the shortest guy in any live stream. And, here, I think I have a whole half-inch on Lawrence. I mean, it's amazing.
And if you ever meet me in person, you'll be like, God, you're actually shorter than I thought you were going to be.
Well, no, it's going to be like, oh, it's an inch counting the hair or something.
If I go to Joe Fest, I'll be bald again by then. So,
but yeah, trying to. I mean, what I told Steve is if we passed the Lawrence sniff test, we probably did okay. Because by the end, you're still like there was still more you liked than you didn't, and that's good because But of course, sticking the beefiest figure and the tallest figure into a snowcat, I'm like, but it's still closed. Like it's still closed. It grudgingly closed. Good. It was not easy, but you got the thing. Like that's a win.
My day has been get home from work, get food for the kids, go skate, bullshit with the owner and my buddies there, came back, did the Shadow Tracker review. Mind you, I should be sleeping at this point. And then I turn on because it's not a competition, but I want to see how many views I got compared to other people. And I'm not going to say anything, but can I have more views than you on your own?
I saw that on here. I was hoping you wouldn't see that you're at almost 4 and I just cracked 3. Yeah, just anyway. Hey, Mike.
How you all doing?
Hey, Mike.
Mike, how are you?
Usual Mike is in the house. What's going on, Mike?
There was no hobby horse behind me. There was no hobby horse. You didn't see nothing. I left it there in a video once accidentally, and I got like in the comment section. You do realize there's a hobby horse behind you. There's a horse behind you. No, there's not.
Nice.
I thought it was a Fortnite thing. Is that a Fortnite thing?
No. It's bloody.
Okay, because that's a weapon in Fortnite. I don't know if you know that.
No way. Well,
yeah,
that's
a weapon in Fortnite.
Oh my god!
They actually sell Fortnite versions of them. They're like $60 or something like that. It's crazy.
I don't know about the old lady at the markets.
You don't have to be ashamed, Mike. You just have to say this is from Fortnite, and I'm one of the cool kids now.
I'm one of the cool kids. Speaking of something new. Delta-17, woohoo! You've got some good stuff. You got some great stuff, and I hope like from here you build on, and it's a toy we talk about in 20 years' time. And like, remember the time they launched this? Fantastic. So, as Kurt again said, where big corporations are creatively bankrupt, smaller companies like you come out of the woodwork with creativity and innovation and make a toy that everyone's going to want to own and buy and collect. It's like. This is the cool stuff. This is how we bought toys back in the 80s. It was like something new, something fresh, something cool, something different. And I'm hoping everyone gets on board and gets some.
Yeah, but
you're a big Roman Keith guy, so yeah. Right. Go on, Steve. Go on.
Oh, come on, Lawrence. Go grab yours. Show one of them off.
I was just going to say, if we are successful, how long till we are the big bad corporation, right?
I hope.
Well, McFarlane still isn't the big bad. Well, they're borderline the big bad corporation.
Yeah. Well, we plan to treat people nicely. We hope to get big, but it's people are important. If you're not valuing people as the number one resource on this earth, I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? Like you can only have so much money in your life and resources. So that's why we want to really avoid shareholders, because as soon as you do. Or I mean, like shareholders where you're selling shares to the common people and you have to increase shares and blah blah.
I was gonna say, did you sell my shares already? I mean, I just got them.
You're out, dude. So that's my soft way of introducing.
And he saw that I got more views, so he was like, message me on the side.
That's why you're so nice tonight, Lawrence. I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's nothing snarky. He was waiting to crack the view thing on me.
Yeah,
with the view hammer.
You're describing Hasbro to a T, though, man. I mean, seriously, 1,100 jobs cut right at the end, right during Christmas freaking holiday, man. Like, how cold can you get? How cold can you get? Like, that's just terrible.
These are incredibly talented people. Like, we have hired now 2 ex-Hasbro employees, and they have knocked it out of the park.
Oh.
And the new one that's come on board is doing insane work, and we are so fortunate to have them on as a part of the team. I can't believe that they were ever let out the door. Like it's like these are beautiful people who are just so talented. It's amazing.
It took me a
right?
second to figure out who the second one was, but I was like, I don't think was that guy let go or did he walk on his own? Anyway,
We don't know. We don't know the story.
Yeah.
I don't want
we
to
don't know the story
ask.
of the second one, right? So
Yeah, I don't want to ask. All I know is I'm really glad that he's part of the team. Joe, our factory or production design product design manager.
product development manager, I think is what he called. I don't know.
I always forget.
He has like 4 different business titles anyway.
Yeah, but he's the guy who made it all really happen from just a couple wet behind the ears guys who hired some amazing sculptors to actually making, something legit. Well, that's kind of like, oh, he's half gone. I love that. It's like, yeah.
Put your hand behind you. Put your hand behind you.
Oh, okay.
The green screen problems.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the year, and it's been an amazing 2023. It's also been a kind of somber 2023. Lots of things happening in the world. But I wanted to go around the horn and ask you guys, what is your top? If everybody still has it fresh in their heads, because I know a lot of us have been doing, very original. We've all been doing our top 5, top 10 figures of the year. Ken, what would you say are your top 5 figures of the year for 2023?
Rooster, Shadow Dragon, Shepherd, Leonidas, and Thunder Battalion. I mean, it was hard to narrow. Honorable mentions to Death Sparrow, Kestrel, Preacher, and other than that, but the Headless Horseman there, that one's all right. Okay. Anyway, for figures that are officially that dropped in 2023, because these are early samples I'm talking about. Definitely, I was actually trying to narrow down a list the other day, even though I'm not going to do like an official list to close off 2023. But the Headless Horseman for sure. Thane from Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So right off the bat, like what you said earlier on in the live stream, is that it's 2 indie companies right away. I really, maybe it's recency bias, but I've got the Hasbro General Hawk up there. Is another one. I don't know why. I just really like that figure. It's hard to narrow it down because I got a bunch of Transformers this year, but like they were all sort of as expected. Nothing really stood out as, top of the top. See, I got to think about it, right? I'm not even sure, right? I got the 3, and then just kind of died off there.
Nice, Lawrence. What were your top 5 for this year?
I did a top 5 or top 10 non-classified because I'm so heavy into G.I. Joe and classified that I felt I needed to break it up. I will say this: I haven't dropped the G.I. Joe one yet. I haven't even done it yet. But I was on toy kind of mood. The retro Snake Eyes was number 1 for me for classified. That thing just knocked it out of the park. No QC issues. And one thing that we talked about was like when you have a figure for a half year or a whole year from the beginning and you're constantly looking at it, that's going to rank up there. But for the other things that were like non-classified, I believe I had the Headless Horseman at like 5, and then I had oh god, I say his name wrong all the time and people get mad. Another Mythic Legion, the one with the hawk.
Oh,
just say it.
God,
I can't think of it.
I have the exact same one. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
The hawk guy, the guy with the hawk. Come on.
The hawk guy.
Dubon.
Yeah.
Dubon.
I wanted to say dumbass, but I knew it wasn't dumbass. Dubon. Or Duban, I think they said.
Yeah.
Duban.
Yeah.
And then I had Black Widow. The
new Black Widow. Yeah.
$28. So good. That was my number 2. My number 1 non-classified, and hell, it may even be my number 1 altogether, was that first NECA elf.
Oh,
that figure was so much fun. The articulation, all the accessories that he came with. He's just so much fun. And I got him right at the beginning of the year. And like I said, I looked at that figure so many times. I changed things around. And NECA does something that other companies could probably learn from, and that's how to make good glasses that aren't all soft, flimsy, don't sit on their heads. They did it with the gargoyles too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Mike, what were, do you have a top 10 that you can share with us? Top five.
I haven't made a video on like any kind of list, but I looked around the room and I'm like, what did I pick up this year that's modern that you guys would probably know? My favorite figure this year, probably everyone might not agree, this one. That is probably one of my favorites. It's you get the
Rebel Commando.
Yeah, great.
Rebel Commando, young man to an old man. And I've left me on the card because it's just like, I don't know, I just love that figure in the Kenner line. To have it in Black Series now is like, that's just damn cool to me.
You just reminded me of a sleeper, Basta LaShawn Black Series.
And that's Commander Cody you're holding on to there, right? That's Commander Cody right there.
It is.
The old man, he's Commander Cody. That's what everyone.
Another one is this figure here from the Retro Collection.
Yeah. Wow.
The Yak face, finally. Yes, that was a wonderful gift off a guy called Luke B. I got the whole box, and like these aren't easy to get in my country at all. Anything in these retro boxes, and that figure in particular, just brilliant all day long. Another figure, never before made, Ewoks Nisa. I think that is cool. Just nostalgia. That got me back on the track of like I want to collect all the Ewoks and droids figures just because of that figure itself. Just that good. It's beautiful. My coins on the slant. My coins on the.
She came with Wicked too, right? Like it was a 2-pack, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nice. It is. He's in this box. The Loblo. Yeah. And another cool figure I love. It's the Indiana Jones Club Obi-Wan. I just think he looks dapper in that white suit. I just like the look of him because I'm an inbox collector. I don't take many figures out of the box, and this one I had to because it was a sealed box, and I just think he just looks so good. If I can get his head right in there, that brilliant.
Yeah, honestly, the head sculpt on that one is brilliant. It really is. It's actually one of the better ones. For sure.
It does look really good. I've never really looked at it, but looking at it here,
just ding.
For whatever reason, they put a lot of tempo on some of the other ones to trying to make his face a little bit dirtier. I like the simplicity of that one. Looks much better.
The first one I got, it's the beard is supposed to be like a little 5 o'clock shadow here. My beard goes up to the eyeballs. It's really
again. It's been a disaster for their overall paint scheme sometimes.
Is that 5 figures? Did I show 5?
I think that was 4.
Oh, I do want this figure that you mentioned earlier, General Hawk. I want that.
Oh, we can mention figures. We can mention figures that we don't have yet because I totally would add Studio Series Ultra Magnus.
Oh yes, exactly.
Right.
That was my number one. That was my number one figure, Studio Series Ultra Magnus.
Right. It's just I had the Kingdom one, and I was like, So I'm like, do I need to get that one anyway?
Yeah. So. Great list, Mike. Excellent. Thank you for that.
I think I got that from Canada. I bought Canada. Fourth Moon Toys. I think I got it from.
Nice.
Is that Canadian?
I believe. I think Fourth Moon is Canadian.
Right?
I think it is.
Yeah, they charge in US dollars though. They're sneaky. They charge me US dollars straight out of Canada.
It's always going to be that way, unfortunately, because international, it's just a lot easier to deal with US. Steve, not sure if you are actively collecting any new lines, but did you have an honorable like five figures that you really were thinking that were really nice this year?
Well, I'm here in the hotel, so I'm not surrounded by my toys at all. I have some Delta here, and that's it. So it's kind of hard to bring them to mind. I know that I really like CoverGirl from Classified. I believe that was this year. I don't know why.
Part of this year. Yeah, it was like
January, okay. Yeah, she had a simplicity, but they really, really nailed it with her. And I don't know. I think that she's a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. She stands out to me. I don't know why. Another one was Marvel Legends did a couple of Daredevil figures, Elektra and Daredevil, and they were based off of the current comic run by the art. Well, I only know the artist. I only really follow artists. I'm Marco Cicchetto, and Daredevil has a beard, and Elektra is dressed as Daredevil, and those two they're so perfectly done. Another one that I was really looking at, I haven't ordered it yet, but I think it's behind you there, Jay, is that Astro Boy Lego set. You know, that looks killer to me.
Astro Boy Lego set?
Well, it's not Lego. It's a different building block. You know, it's one of these little companies with a different name.
I'd never heard of this. I got to see it. I got to see it.
You're
You got my
you're
attention.
muted there, Jay. Turn on your mic there, Jay.
Yeah, it's from a company called Fantasy, and it's absolutely stunning. Let me just hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I mean, this thing is just absolutely incredible. It took me the better part of 2.5 weeks to actually get it built, but the instructions were absolutely simplistic and easy to understand. And it comes with a whole bunch of tools which you can use to when you screw up, because you will screw up, to disassemble the Lego if you really need to. And the characters themselves, they are a little bit off scale, but I got to tell you, this is definitely one of those sets that I do have to recommend. It even has it even has some gimmicks, like it can retract the bed and stuff. I can't really do it here. It's just I might drop it, right? But you know, I love the armatures. I love everything about it. It's just a beautiful set, 100%.
That is awesome.
You can pick this up on Amazon.com right now.
Didn't even know about it. Wow.
It comes with the doctor though as well, right?
He did. Yeah, he fell on the ground just now.
Uh-oh. It's down there with the night vision goggles somewhere.
Yeah.
So Steve, if you're struggling to come up with 5, I think
Oh no.
I think I still have your 5th, Steve, because I still haven't shipped Chuckles over to you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and there's also Handsome Squidward by, I think it's called Ubes or something like that. There's this one company that's doing all these weird vinyl figures. So there was Handsome Squidward in the falling position. I think it's by Ubes or some sort of toy company like that. So that one really cracked me up. And then, other than that, I bought a new helicopter pilot helmet, the latest generation from the Canadian military. So that was
awesome.
cool. And that's about it.
Well, Dr. Elephant just lost his head.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Don't feel bad. I would say at least 3 times a review video that I do, something drops onto the floor. And since I have hardwood floors, I'm always happy when it's something that's brown.
Yeah.
Yep. I know your pain there, Lawrence, because this one, I think I gotta get the magnifying glass up for this one though. he's not really. He's probably underneath the couch, but I just don't have the strength to pick it up. But yeah, that's Dr. Elephant right there. He's the sculpt is great. You know what I mean? Like seriously, and it's officially licensed Tezuka Productions. You know, great stuff. The peg system is awesome. Honestly, if anybody is interested in that set, do not be shy. It's a wonderful set altogether. Great stuff.
But my gosh. So I know nothing about like what you just showed off there, but everything that you said is how I felt. But everything that you said was how I felt about the elf. It was just like that figure had no business being as good as it was, and it was just like every single person that I've seen talk about it said the exact same thing.
Yeah, I really want to buy that one. It looks amazing.
Yeah, and like the tones on the paint. With the paint apps and the way that he moves, and there's no pins or anything, but it actually looks like it's his kind of his fur and everything. So like I said, I know nothing about that, but like everything that you said about it, and people, and I'm going to assume most of the people here that are watching you, Jay, they're like I look in like the Joe communities, and these guys are not toy collectors; they're GI Joe collectors, and they ask some of the dumbest questions. And I know this is me saying it, not Jay. They ask some of the dumbest questions where it's just like, okay, do you not collect toys at all? You can go places other than Amazon and Hasbro Pulse to buy stuff. That's legit.
It's
But also, it's like Google it. Just Google. But there are some amazing independent toy companies. And again, they're not, again, you guys are brand new, but a lot of these are not, they're not, they haven't been around for just a year or two. They've been around for quite some time. Four Horsemen is still a independent company. And I tell everyone, I go, listen, I picked the first one up. I want to see what they're like. I didn't go down the rabbit hole. They make wonderful stuff. You're not paying for the articulation. You're paying for a figure that you're not going to go, God, look at this crappy paint. Not one of those figures that I gotten that I went, wow, what the hell? Like, I paid $55 for this, and your paint's all over. It's like everything is perfect.
Yeah,
the sculpts are wonderful.
100%.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some
My
of the
favorite-
questions I see from Joe collectors, because I think there was a long drought with the modern Joe collecting, right? Like, yeah, you had a bit of a surge there with 25th anniversary and the 2014 line, and then there was nothing to classify. A lot of the complaints that people have are things that I've dealt with as a Transformer collector year after year. You know, like bad distribution. There were so many times I raced to Toys R Us, I couldn't get it. It sucks, but unfortunately, I got used to it. I'm not saying it's right, but I did get used to it. Or like when they say, "Oh, so many repaints," I'm like, well, you know, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Starscream, the cone heads. I've been dealing with that since the line came out, right? So I'm just kind of like, I understand, but some of us got a little desensitized, and rather than complaining, I'm just like, either I give up, I just won't say anything, I'll just give up silently, or I'll slog through it till I get what I want.
I have to bite my tongue. Also, you know, I have to bite my tongue because I have alienated the G.I. Joe community in many ways for what I say. And it's like, I didn't plan on being a G.I. Joe. I didn't plan on being a primary G.I. Joe toy stream, but that's what I've become, and I know it. And here I am, like, insulting them on a Monday basis for the most part. But it's like, I'm so tired of people asking dumb questions that a simple Google search would solve that issue. And why are you wasting all of our time rather than just do your research yourself? And then if you still can't figure it out, then come back. But when it's something that's just so easily to find.
You're kind of like the Mirror Universe version of me. Like, it takes me like freaking 10 minutes to say something in the softest way. Then you come out and you say it in about four words in about the most, you know, bluntest manner. I'm like, yeah, just whatever he said. You know what I mean?
Again, I mean, I don't need to hold people's hands. I have kids if I want to do that. All right?
I do too, but I still do it.
And, you know, and again, it all comes like there are legit questions that people will ask, but some of them it just drives me nuts, you know.
Yeah,
and it's especially when it's been asked like 5 times a day, and you're like, "Come on, Mod, do your job and get rid of some of these. Just toss them out."
Yeah, just scroll up or scroll down and read a bit, and you'll find it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you found this page. Why can't you find Google? It's on. It's on whatever you're typing this on. You can find Google because it's like right there.
You need that on a shirt.
Yeah.
This page, they can find Google.
GFGI, go freaking Google it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, I'm a little blunt when it comes to things. So if anyone doesn't know who I am, understand. Like, here it is. If you don't like it, oh well. And honestly, like with you guys, especially Ken was like, that's kind of why I wanted you to review the figures. I knew you wouldn't, you wouldn't trash it. Or not trash it. You wouldn't like, yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. And I would tell you guys, you know, in the review, you know, I would say, you know, what I found.
Yeah, you're not a yes man trying to get more product at a discounted price or hoping for a free ride next time type of thing. You're just gonna be like, here's what I liked, here's what I didn't, but the pass-fail verdict, we were just going for the pass on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the other thing is, why would I want free product if it was crap? If I I'd review Super 7 and ask them for shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take a shot at Super 7? Sorry, Jay.
No, it's very hard to get. So don't worry about
you.
You can't offend the Australians. We don't have Super 7.
The views of Punk do not reflect the views of Mega J or anyone else on here.
I mean, Super 7. You've got some Super 7 in your collection, haven't you?
I
You don't totally.
I do.
Yeah, so do I. it's not something we don't just turn a blind eye to, because you want to. If you're a collector, you want to have an experience of, I've got some of this stuff before, I've seen this before. If you love it a lot, you keep going and buying more of it.
And I'm hoping that they're over G.I. Joe when they hit some of these obscure characters, that they're good. But I have fear by looking at their quality before and how much they charge.
I'm looking at obscure. What are you talking about with obscure? Because if we come up here and see my G.I. Joes up there, Quinn is up there. Quinn is an obscure character.
But they're going to be doing the O-rings, and I actually do have that Quinn, but I don't want 5 points of articulation because I'm an opener. So I mean, I want Quinn has that big machine gun, and it's like trying to stand the snow stormtrooper from Star Wars when you were a kid. They had that giant gun; he was always going to fall over.
Yeah, they did make Quinn in the 2000s, but I don't think it was super widely distributed in the O-ring style. So while this came out, and he's not tall,
wasn't it?
right? I mean, he's supposed to be like 6'10" or whatever. Well, here's Rooster next to him, right? So, I don't know how tall Rooster is supposed to be, Steve, but I think Rooster is supposed to be about 6'4", right?
6'4", yeah.
Yeah, and so Quinn is on a pretty small buck, but mind you, he looks good. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
and like I said,
really cool.
I really wish that I knew you guys had two different sizes for the O-ring, because I know it's hard in that scale, because you're already working with really small figures. So a figure being a little bit taller, you may not even notice.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, when we made them taller, we added onto their legs. So that'll make it even harder to get them into like a vehicle or whatever. Like especially the vehicles where the legs have to be straight across, right? But
Tommy and I were talking earlier. Is the torso not just a touch longer? So that's the reason. That's the reason why the backpack screws seemed to be on the low side, right? So, anyway,
I think we just worked on the calves specifically. You couldn't really work your way through the whole body.
Okay.
The best way to do it is, if I would have my screwdriver here, you would take apart, let's say, a Rooster and a Leo or whatever, and you try to put them together. Do they fit together? But then again, the outward shapes are. We have the outward shell shape is different, so that might not work.
Oh, Tommy was saying, sorry, it's the shoulders that we increased a little bit.
Shoulder height is a bit higher. Height. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
saying something. The women have got a nicer, smaller torso, like more feminine.
They do.
In the Delta-17, yeah. Like the men are always been the big, broad shoulders and big, that burly sort of look, where you've feminized the women so they look, beautiful. They look like women. Yeah.
The which one did I get, Ken?
Preacher, Leonidas, and Kestrel.
Kestrel. Yeah, I put her next to CoverGirl, Lady J in the pictures that I did. And oddly enough, I did kind of realize Lady J was a little bit smaller than the regular Joes, but I can fully see exactly what you did there. She does have a much smaller head than Lady J, which pretty much everyone with CoverGirl does. Those heads were huge.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I mean,
yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it, Lawrence. There's so many weird little details. It's hard for even us to keep up with it. I wouldn't worry about it at all. But yeah, people need to know that with the ladies the neck ball, you cannot swap a lady's head from Delta to G.I. Joe, because the neck ball is really small, because we shrunk the torso down. The neck ball is almost as small as the little stems that they did in 82 to 84, where you could just turn the head sideways to sideways. Like, it's really minute. So
I did have a question.
Yep.
Did you guys knowingly do it, or was it just a byproduct that the peg holes are a little bit smaller than the regular O-rings?
The peg hole, you mean in the back?
No, I'm sorry. The foot peg hole. It's smaller.
It's the peg holes. We did them hexagonal, right? So the hole in the foot is a hexagon, and then the peg on the foot stand is cylindrical. But we did that portion on purpose. They're a little bit. They're actually kind of the same size, but they're a different shape, which makes it a bit. When you put it onto an older Joe thing, the fit is just a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
Actually, when I put it on the one Joe that I did, like
Yeah.
your stand, he just fell right down on it. There was
Yeah,
which I'm fine with because people don't realize that those heels will just burst.
Pop right off.
yeah.
Which,
So it'll work.
With your plastic, it can be a little bit wider and it will fit down just like the new Joe. So I don't mind that at all.
The one thing is the Delta figures, you can put them on a GI Joe vehicle foot peg, so they can hang off the side of a snowcat or whatever.
Yep.
But if you take Footloose or whatever and you put them onto a Delta stand, it'll be loose.
Yes.
But it's kind of like, well, who cares? There's something was a touch off, and that's just the way it is.
Oh no, I was just wondering if you did that on purpose or if that was just a byproduct of something. I was just wondering if that was intentionally done or not.
We wanted them to fit. Like, you did test them on some Joe stands in the past, but that was at the first test shot stage when you were testing that. So I do know you wanted them to fit, but I can't. But between the test shot and the final, you and I didn't talk about foot peg stands again, so I don't know exactly what you did.
There was so much going on in so many levels and layers. I'm sure there's a lot of things that, well, hopefully not a lot, but there will be some things that we missed. We did want them to be exact, but it just didn't work out to be perfect. But the good news is that they will mount onto the external foot pegs of a Joe
the vehicles. Yeah, like you tried them on an Ostriker and they worked fine. So.
Yeah.
No, and like I said, I would rather it fit on. I would rather your figures fit on theirs rather than I take a vintage O-ring that they're never going to be redone again, and somebody either not realize what they're doing trying to push it on your stand, or someone trying to prove a point how it doesn't fit, and then they snap the heel and they go, look at this crappy product, it doesn't fit. I have a bunch of stands that are made, and it's like you can get a section of them in and then you just leave it there. You
have to be
they're
careful.
floating. And listen, if you watch my live streams or any of my reviews, I hate stands, but I understand they are needed for some 4-inch figures and 2.75.
I get that right.
6-inch figures, just learn how to stand your figures.
Yeah. One thing that we will have to really dial is when vehicles do come out and we have the external foot pegs, those will have to be perfectly dialed for old GI Joes, because people will want to mix things up. And so we're going to have to be really, really careful with that. For now, it seems to work, and so we're happy enough. There will always be a handful of mistakes and different things, but so far so good, right?
Well, it's a great line so far, and honestly, I've only opened up one of them, but I'm very, very impressed. Obviously, Lawrence's thorough examination has, again, a lot of people still agree, being blunt is great. Direct and upfront leaves no room for misinterpretation. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes being direct is the best policy. I mean, like it really does.
Well, yeah. As you know, as I'm working through the line, I take on the very sort of viewpoint that Lawrence has. You have to look at it. Whenever people always say to me, wow, this is your baby, you must love it and all this stuff. It's like, no. At the end of the day, this is a product. I can't put my personal feelings into it and all that stuff. I have to look at it objectively and make sure that this is still high quality. It works. If there's legitimate, criticism, it deserves it, right? And so no, Lawrence, you did a great job. I love your video. There's nothing to worry about. There was just that one thing where we didn't inform you about it, and that's on us.
No, and again, I appreciate everything that you guys did, and the other thing that a lot of people realize, when you do give constructive criticism, there's a way to do it by just being honest about it. And then there's a way of being a total dick and an asshole and you get personal about it. And there's no room for that. Like, why would I get personal? And again, I'm not saying people did, but that's what people think when you're direct about things. And it's like, hey, I'm just going through stuff and pointing out a few little things. And you guys even came back and said, yeah, most of those didn't have that issue with the separation. But again, to me, it's like, all right, this is your first round. The question is, how does the second ones come out looking? Did you go back and address it? And there are some companies that do a wonderful job with that, and then there are other companies that not so good.
It will be a while though before our second one. Just like if we do a rerun of stuff, unless the stuff really, really, really sells like hotcakes, way, way, way beyond expectation. But we did order enough that whatever issues you're seeing might perpetuate for a little while. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, again, you have to think about that before, like you just like you can't just change things. It's not a car. Like I try and tell people, like cars, they kill people if something doesn't work properly. Yeah. So you have to fix it right there. It's a toy. You know, you're not going to run and fix things. You just hope that later on down the road. And I assume you guys are doing another run this week, but I'm trying to get them in for Chinese New Year.
I wished, but
I wish, right, eh?
I wish. There's one thing I wish it was in production right now, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So, for a while.
No, but I like it. Like, I mean, it really did give me the vibes of being a kid again. And the one thing that when I first cut the first one open, the blister comes off pretty easily. Mm-hmm. And because I'm not keeping it on card, I know you are, Mike. I want the slipcover like Mythic Legions does, Boss Fight Studios does. I would love that because it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. And I can understand it's probably logistics. It probably costs more, and but that's what I like because then you can take it off and not ruin everything. But the fact that they come off, because I know when people got the HasLab Sky Striker and people were complaining that the blister just fell right off, I'm like, I hope mine all come like that. I hope mine are just all off and like the card is perfect.
I agree.
Just do the Kyle Peterson thing. Just throw the packaging. You know,
I totally agree.
Mine were perfect. I had to rip them off.
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, again, there are different types of collectors for every. There he goes. Mike's just flexing.
Yeah. Sky. They're all on card.
Beautiful.
I am glad you're here, Mike, because like we never got to talk that much about the Delta-17 line. Like when you and I are talking, we're usually going on about some topic that's very specific. So you know, kind of sit here and go over it with you.
I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm watching that much videos that are out there. I know a lot dropped today while I was at work, and I saw it on. That's how I knew Lago's Lair. He had a video. Yeah, there's a lot in my timeline with Delta-17. I got a lot of videos to catch up on. So I want to know more about it. I want to know everything about this line. It's exciting me.
Good. You know where to find us.
Yes, in Canada.
Exactly.
Far away.
So sorry I disappeared there for a little bit, guys. But you know what? I couldn't let it go. I had to find this. You won't believe where I found him. I don't know how it happened. He ended up on a shelf, and I was like, "How the hell did that happen?" It dropped. He dropped from this high. How the hell did he end up on the shelf? I was like, that's impossible. There's like gremlins in the house. You know what I mean? They're popping in and out, just moving things around.
You got this G carpet. Boing.
Yeah, just crazy. Like, you know, Lawrence said it. It's hardwood, so you know it does its thing. But there he is. Dr. Elephant is back. Back in order. There he is. So there
seeing him in the cartoons in the 80s and seeing him in your hand right now, so that's amazing. Just like.
Still one of the greatest cartoons of all time. Like seriously, just
did they make cartoons in the 70s, and then they made him in English into the 80s. Is that right? That's how we got to see him.
Yeah, it started in the 60s. Believe it or not, he was like the comic book, the manga was all the way back in the 60s. They did a black and white cartoon at the end of the 60s, and then in the 70s they had another run at it, and then the 80s, and every few decades they do another run, because they've had the CG version, which was okay, it wasn't that great. That was a French company that did that one. There was a whole bunch of different animations out there. You can go through a history of Astro Boy. Lots of great stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Guys, this has been amazing.
can I ask one other question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you guys thought about doing weapons pack? Because I think the weapons were awesome.
We get this question a lot now.
Yeah.
The common ones we keep getting.
Yeah,
Is it
I don't know.
Sorry, Mike. What's that?
Oh, McFarlane has weapons pack now. Is it you want to be in competition?
Yeah.
Well, those weapons are pretty big compared to.
Oh, that's 6-inch.
That's right.
We're gonna have some serious. We're gonna have some deeper conversations about it, because the questions come up enough times now. Because for the longest time, it was like, we don't need to do that, but it keeps coming up, right?
Okay. Well, the question then is, Lawrence, are you talking about like producing more of the weapons that we currently have just as spares, or are you talking about making new ones?
No, like the M4s, the 203s that you have. What I noticed with the few guns that I got, basically the ARs that you have, they have a small enough handle that they wouldn't snap most of the O-ring figures' thumbs like a lot of other weapons. I thought they were designed really well. And when I was looking at them, I popped one in a couple of the hands, and I'm like, this is actually perfect. It doesn't put stress on the thumb, and we all know like that's like your biggest fear if you have original O-ring is watching that thumb go, and that it doesn't fly off. It just cracks enough where you still think you can fix it, but eventually you end up ripping it off.
Right.
But I thought the guns looked awesome. I was so impressed with the guns.
Nice.
Sorry, Mike's teasing Phil and Attorney Ira. Oh, that's funny.
So that was just
back there.
Nice. Wow.
Sorry, go ahead, Lawrence. We didn't mean to interrupt.
But no, that was it. I was just wondering if you guys had thought about doing like weapons packs, the weapons you already have, not making new ones, because you can make that when you come, with new figures. But I mean, having M4s and different styles are it's awesome.
Yeah. And there was the question, when are these available for the masses? And they're really only available for the bourgeoisie currently. No, I'm kidding. That's a bad joke. We're hoping in about two weeks, minimum, 4 weeks maximum. We have to get some stuff really dialed. We don't want to. Yeah.
The nose is up in the air.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pinky fingers up. We don't want to start messing things up too much, so we really want to get things dialed with the American customs and the different forms and stuff. They gave me a pile of paperwork that I have to perfect. So there's a lot of things that are in place already, and there's a few things that we have to dial. But we're not too far away, 2 to 4 weeks, and we'll keep everyone posted. Just keep your eyes on our Instagram and Facebook and website, and probably we'll be on YouTube here and there. And weapons packs are a good idea. I mean, when people ask me, I was just like, you expect me to make brand new weapons and all this stuff, and I wasn't thinking that they were actually just interested in what we currently have. So it's doable. It wouldn't be that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially for like some of the later Joes that had really stupid weapons.
Oh yeah, tell me about
it. I mean, again, if you have a lot of the original O-rings and maybe you don't have their guns, and you don't want to spend the extra money, but some of those O-rings and even the softer O-rings that had the giant guns that just looked awful and everything.
Yeah, like Rock Viper.
Except for he has, because I actually have that figure, he has something built onto his hand that attaches to the gun.
Yes, that one there.
Yes.
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Oh, they do it. Remember the 5PO8 Star Wars figures did it too. They always had like a great sculpted figure, and you'd always get the dumbest, biggest weapon with it. Nothing real world, something that's way oversized, completely weird. Oh, I'm full size. They put that figure up again. Like that. That's a decent figure of Roadblock. And then the weapon is just ridiculously stupid. I know it's for children, but see that when weapons are like that, it's like, why am I taking out of the packet to play with it when pretty much it looks good how it is?
Yeah.
Because you want to play with it. You said
There's
it in your name.
there's my journey.
God. Not working. Yeah, Draft says Pat's avalanche on the back and says the gun was fine. Don't listen to them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they were made for kids. You know what I mean? So I mean, there is that to take into consideration. But yeah, I think that I think I'm on board with Lawrence too. Like one day, a weapons pack would be interesting. I mean, you know, not to beat a dead horse on this one, but I mean, Valaverse made a weapons pack. So did McFarlane. So Master Universe used to make weapons packs. You know what I mean? All over the place. So I mean, it's still very a popular thing to do, right? So
yeah, it just never occurred to us.
With them.
Sorry, Lawrence, say it again.
Valaverse is making a killing with them because they're affordable, nice-looking weapons for the multiple amount of classified figures that have crappy weapons.
Look at his Crimson Shadows weapons tin that's had a whole array of stuff.
Yep.
It's like, whoa.
Yep.
Right?
So it definitely is something to consider for future packouts. And again, I think that it's definitely one of those things. A lot of Motu fans are always saying we need weapons packs. You know what I mean? So definitely, I can see it happen. And of course, McFarlane, because of their restrictions on their figures not having guns, you know, it's been a really big lucrative portion for them. 100%.
Okay, my next fear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lawrence.
I'm just reading War Chest's comment.
I'm going to design and print a backpack scruffy looking dog, so when you break up your thumbs, you can use the new load to make them look like homeless. Tell us how you really feel there, Worcester looks like.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Is Delta-17 Law coming down the road?
Oh.
Not if you want to keep me employed,
No.
Steve. Because I'll take a hiatus when that wave
Wait,
comes out.
Ken, you don't like Cobra Law either?
I love Cobra Law.
If there's one thing I've been called a hater of in life, it's Cobra Law.
I
Oh
love
my
Cobra
gosh,
Law.
we actually agree on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Bret
do.
Hart still sucks. Anyway,
Hey, Mike, Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels?
it's always HBK.
Mike, is that a snaggletooth in the blue?
No.
That
is an Ugnaught wearing a purple schmuck.
Oh, it's a bug.
Oh,
It's cool. Very nice.
nice.
Close.
Yeah, everyone's trying to just decipher everybody's collections in the background. It's crazy. Travis continues to ask the same question though, and any hint of future vehicles? Oh, here we go.
I think he's saying he wants that Dodge right there.
The only hint you're going to get tonight, I think.
Yeah. We'll be doing the Charger, yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Or no, that was the Challenger, I think.
That was the Challenger.
That was the Challenger.
Dodge
Oh
Challenger.
gosh. All right, guys. So thank you again for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Mike, thank you so much for dropping in. I know that it's literally the other side of the world for you. Do you guys have any warm wishes for everybody or last thoughts for anybody as this is the last stream for 2024? Mike, what are your thoughts or you don't have anything to say to everybody?
Last stream for 2023. You said
That's right. 2023. I'm
2023. What am I going to say? Yes, subscribe to my channel. Yes, Usual Mike Television. I'm a character on the internet. I collect a lot of toys. A lot of vintage. I've got a lot of modern. I collect. I know my channel is like Star Wars, G.I. Joe,
Wrestling.
Indiana Jones, wrestling. Oh, I've got wrestling figures, but I don't think I've ever showed them. But I'd like to one day. I've included Ghostbusters front features. That was a video I just did recently. I unboxed those. A lot of vintage stuff like droids like this. I'm trying to collect. I'm missing the figure. I'm trying to track down all the figures. That's something I'm doing on my channel. And because the news has been light, doing unboxings is just a fun way to go ahead. Yeah. And keep collecting Star Wars. and G.I. Joe. Other than that,
Thanks,
maybe a live stream for the new year. Maybe a live stream. I don't do live streams very often.
Well, bring some of us in. We could definitely do something.
Sounds awesome. It's like 7:30 at night here.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Here he is, the man himself. Tommy, what's going on, brother? How you doing today?
We're still live, by the way. I sent them the link and said, if you want to, we might talk backstage after, but I didn't realize we were going to stay live for another 5 minutes. So anyway,
that's all good. You know what? We are signing off, but Tommy,
guys.
before we
Hello.
do that, guys, this is Tommy.
I know it was supposed to be secret, top secret.
Nobody tells me anything. You got to put that in the chat.
But look, check this out.
Oh, look at all that crazy
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Whole collection already. It's
Nice.
a horse.
Is that a sneak peek into future Motu?
Yeah, right, eh?
I hope it has wings.
You working late night, Tommy, or what?
What time is it over there, Tommy? What time is it over there, Tommy?
Maybe horse related. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're getting some sneak peeks here.
Nice.
Good to see you, Tommy. So
Let's see.
we'll be catching up.
12:30.
We'll be catching up with Tommy in a little bit. Lawrence, how can people reach you, and what are you working on for 2024, my friend?
Well, a punk with toys on YouTube. If it's Instagram, it is a punk with _toys because of some dumbass island. I'm live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for 3+ hours where I ramble on about absolutely nothing. I'll have G.I. Joe reviews coming out and Monster Force if it ever comes out and all that other good stuff. So, yeah. But before you subscribe to Usual Mike, subscribe to my channel, go watch my interview with him, and then you can go down to the link and subscribe to his channel. All in one click. Look at that. You don't even have to go to different places, and we all get free views.
Nice.
Thank you, Lawrence. Cross promotion and stuff.
Whoa. Go back to what Silver K just said there. Etnies are still the best shoes made. It's all that I wear. I have tens of them lying around.
How do you pronounce that?
Etnies.
Never heard of them.
It's a skateboarding shoe.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Too much of a nerd to know that. That's too cool of a brand for me.
Ken, how can people reach you, and what are you working on for 2024?
well, first, before you subscribe to the rest, subscribe to me, because if Lawrence ever puts out the same topic on the same day as me again and gets more views than me, despite having slightly less subscribers but a more active live chat on Monday nights than I ever get, I'll never hear the end of it, just like he's never hearing the end of this right now. Oh, sorry, what am I working on for 2024? Being cooler than Lawrence, being cooler than Mike, and being cooler than Mega J, and hoping Steve sends me a paycheck. Otherwise, there's some videos on my channel that are going to be coming up. Got a wrestling compilation video on the entire LJN wrestling series. I've compiled all my history videos into one long extended documentary supercut. That should be coming out probably first or second week of January. Then I've got some unproduced toy videos that I'll be coming out with very shortly as well. And I just finished filming a top 10 best of the 1980s toy lines. You can guess which one's probably number one. Otherwise, yeah, just lots going on. I'll try to start going live again. It's just with all the other live stream invites, I just realized I'll just drop in and talk to my friends on here. Otherwise, stay tuned for Delta-17 stuff. Got lots on the go.
Awesome. Speaking of Delta-17, Mr. Delta-17 himself, Steve, what can we expect? Are we looking at a January release, or do you think it'll be a little bit to figure out all these logistics? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we're definitely looking at January. I don't think it'll go anywhere beyond that. We're also at the same time trying to push that comic through. I think people will be really impressed with the comic. The artist is fantastic. The writing is very good, et cetera, et cetera. We also have a Wave 1.5 figure. It'll be an army builder coming. The reveal will be at Joe Fest, but it won't be in time for Joe Fest to buy. Unfortunately, we missed that mark. Wave 2 is currently just in paper form. We'll start getting it sculpted up. Depending on our sculptors, we'll see what works for them. But yeah, and just on a worldview note, you were saying earlier, Jay, that 2023 was a bit of a bittersweet year, a bit hectic. Great for toys, but in the world, it was a bit hectic. 2024 expected to be very, very stormy. And if anyone out there is watching and feeling a bit bummed out, don't tap out. It's just going to get better after the storm. The sun breaks through. Things get a lot better. We're heading towards a great new era in history.
And yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say, in the comic, there might be a character that might be in Wave 2 that you haven't seen yet.
Ah, yes.
You might see her in the comics before you see her. You might see. Oh, I just gave away the gender.
Gender reveal. Gender reveal.
That's okay. Don't worry. It's not. It's
Girl.
She's a strong female character. Let's put it there. Might as well.
Yeah.
He already gave it. He already
For
gave it.
2024, Ken's going to work better on keeping secrets.
Yeah, right.
He's been dropping hints everywhere.
Yeah, and Tommy was only on for a little while, so I just wanted to give him a shout out and say thank you that he dropped in. He had a bit of a time lapse there the audio, but
Actually, I think Tommy basically was not ready for video. He wants to brush his hair the next time he pops on.
I just gave up. I used to gel my hair on camera all the time. Now I just give up.
Yeah.
That's what hats are for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to give everybody. I want to thank everybody here who dropped. I want to thank everybody here who dropped by. Silver K, thank you so much for moderating. You're amazing as always, guys. Definitely give Silver K and somebody help me out here. I'm drawing a blank again. Geek the F out. A like and a follow. Definitely
Johnny,
watch their channel. Wonderful retrospectives on amazing television shows. You guys will love it. Silver K has been dropping all the links to our wonderful guests here tonight. We have Usual Mike Television. Definitely give him a like and a follow. Delta-17 Toys, a Punk with Toys on YouTube. Definitely give him a like and a follow. And some guy called Toy Connections. I don't know who that is, but give him a like and a follow. Tell him that everybody here sent everybody. You guys are awesome, guys. And Geek the F out. Definitely give them a like and a follow. 100%. Everybody here is amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I want to wish everybody here a very happy holiday, and of course, merry belated Christmas. I think a lot of us really did spend some time with family this year, and as Steve so eloquently put it, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, guys. It's not over. There's more to come. 2024 is a new start, and if you're feeling down, this community is strong. One thing about this community is we're all here for each other, except for those idiots who like to fight. Screw those guys. But everybody here is good, and for the most part, anyway, we're gonna fight no matter what. It happens all the time. Coke is the best. There is no such thing as Pepsi. Screw you guys. All right, screw all you guys.
If you make a bet with Jay for a Coke, do not get him a Pepsi. Because not only will he not drink it, you won't hear the end of it. And I don't even remember the bet we made. I just went, all right, and I went and bought a Pepsi because listen, hey,
my brother enjoyed that. My brother enjoyed that Pepsi, and I did thank Lawrence. It was a wonderful gesture. I appreciate it.
Reminds me of that song. All I wanted was a Pepsi.
Not in this household.
Tendency.
You got her.
In this household.
Institutionalized.
He was I saw your face as I was bringing it to, and I'm like, he does. I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that too, and I'm like, he's gonna say that he doesn't.
But to Lawrence's credit, that freaking place had no Pepsi. Sorry, that freaking place had no Coke. It was Pepsi everything. I was like, what the hell? It was like being in the desert.
And then when we went to dinner, they didn't have Coke either.
It's true. It's so ridiculous. I was like, you guys, Ohio sucks, man. Sorry.
See, what have I been telling you?
To all you Ohiolites, my apologies. You just don't have any Pepsi, so by default you suck. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. A lot of us are going to be at Joe Fest. It's going to be a wonderful time. So definitely looking forward to that for next year. Guys, 2024 is on the horizon. Do not give up hope. It's going to be another great year and a new start for all of us. I want to wish everybody here a very safe and happy New Year. Guys, thank you again for being here. And of course, as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey. Keep proud.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.